Hey guys, what's up and welcome to Quality Shot Tennis. Today we've got Bellucci taking on Daniil Medvedev in Rotterdam. It's been a minute. I'm glad to be streaming again. How are you guys doing? Welcome in. Hello, KL. Hello. Hopefully you guys are doing good. We are in the beginning of February 2025 underway. How's life going? Last week we didn't have that many big events going on. We had an ATP 250. We had a couple of interesting women's tournaments, but this week we get some big 500s. Alcaraz, Medvedev in action. Hopefully Alcaraz doesn't get injured or nothing, and or more injured, and hopefully he stays healthy. And he looked better in that third set than he did in the first couple of sets. But yeah, Medvedev taking on Bellucci, a player that I've interviewed in the past. Couldn't meet a nicer guy, tennis player or not. And also very, very good player. Very, very fun to watch. Flashy, talented. Can come up with some crazy shots. Hell of a backhand. And I'm excited to see how they match up against each other. Medvedev trying to find some form. He hasn't been in his best form. So, hey, how's it going, Joe? How's life? What's up? Yeah, Bellucci from Italy, young guy. I think it's like 23, something like that. We're gonna get some exciting backhand rallies, I think. Some really high quality backhand rallies, and I think overall it should be a good one. All right, let me fix the scoreboard up here. All right, we're getting started up. All right, love 15, and it's a forehand from Medvedev. Goes to the backhand of Bellucci, forehand of Medvedev. Getting to the backhand, Bellucci down the line. Medvedev's there, volley. Ooh, Medvedev's there with a pass. Hell of a shot from Medvedev. Good start. Love 30. Very good shot from Medvedev. Quick. Looked like Bellucci was going to get that point all day. But Bellucci just a little bit too deep with the volley, and Medvedev has one of the best forehand passing shots you'll see. Love 30. I watched Bellucci play in the qualifiers at Wimbledon last year. Yeah, he was crying, right, after he qualified into Wimbledon. And he played a hell of a Wimbledon. So some great matches there as well. Really great matches. I think he won around the main draw as well, if I'm not mistaken. Some epic match. I can't remember who he beat. It was like a 5th set tiebreaker or something. Backhand down the middle goes to the forehand of Bellucci. Backhand Medvedev. Again to the forehand of Bellucci. I did forget Bellucci is a left-hander. He is a lefty. So if we get a backhand rally, it will be down the line. So we'll probably not get too many of those, but we're gonna see some high quality backhands today. How's it going, Frank? What's up? Hello, peoples. Yeah, I'm glad to be streaming again. I've missed it. Haven't done it since the Australian Open. So serve from Mattia. Out wide, forehand. Ooh, what a pickup from Bellucci. Great stuff. Pick up, half volley. Great athleticism getting down to that ball. Both guys kind of showing each other if they're gonna win, they have to bring their best. Bellucci saying, "Hey, listen, if you're gonna pass me, you're gonna have to really hit the right angle." And Medvedev saying, "Listen, if you're gonna hit a winner volley and not let me try to hit a winning passing shot, you're gonna have to really hit a great shot." 5th point in the match. Forehand Medvedev goes to the backhand of Bellucci. Cross court. Forehand to backhand now. Drop shot Bellucci. Forehand slice. Medvedev comes in, anticipates the lob, hits a weird kind of overhead. Forehand. Oh, how's he get that over the net? Long rally here. Back at neutral, but it's Bellucci attacking, but I think he hits it just long. Weird rally, and it started with Bellucci deciding to hit a drop shot. And you're going to see that crafty kind of play from Mattia. He is a thinker on the court. And he's got the talent to back up some of his crafty shots, but can he keep it consistent? Does he understand his own game as well as Medvedev understands his own? 30-40, breakpoint for Medi. Forehand slice, goes to the forehand. Bellucci inside out, great shot. Saves one, deuce. But yeah, big fan of Mattia. High on this kid. I think mentally, he's got a great head on his shoulders. I think he lost to Shelton 3-2 in the first round. Not 100. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll check it out. Do you guys think that we're going to see 21 plus games this match? 21 plus is a lot. I'd need to think about it. What's like a 21 plus 2-set match? 7-5, 6-4. Is that 21 plus? Yeah. Just. It's 22 games. I don't know. It's really hard to say, honestly. But yeah, I would well, I don't know. It's very borderline. It could be. I'd say yes, personally. I don't think it's going to be too one-sided, but just because Medvedev, I don't think is quite there yet. And Mattia is a very good player who I do feel will step up to a big moment. I don't know if he's going to, let's say, win the match in like a tight 3-setter or something, but I think he could win some games here. So I'd say yes, like 7-5, 6-4, something could be quite possible, in my opinion. So I'd say yes. I guess so too. Played $75 for it. All right. Yeah, it's hard to say, but I'd say so. 7-6, 6-3. 7-6, 6-3. Yeah, because that's okay. Yeah, because that would be 21 plus. So yeah, 7-6, 6-3, 7-5, 6-4, 7-5, 7-5. I think we could get something like that. Ooh, good eye from Bellucci. A lot of players would have hit that volley because it wasn't that clear it was going to go long, but Bellucci with a good eye leaves it 1-0. I'm excited. I think Mattia is going to gain some fans today. I think anytime he plays, he's going to gain some fans. All right, when I saw him play in Atlanta, I said to myself, and at Wimbledon, to be honest, I said to myself, like, this kid's going to do something in the future that's going to be notable. Don't know exactly what that is, but he's going to do something big in the future. I think he could be a future top 40 player, maybe. And I think he's very talented. And has got a great mindset of just constantly improving, right? That's the main thing that you want to have. Bellucci coming through the qualifying here. The first round, he beat, I don't know how to say this person's name. It's a player from the Netherlands, Rotterdam. Obviously, this tournament is in the Netherlands, so probably, I'm assuming, got a wild card in. That was a qualifier versus a wild card in the first round. But Bellucci has already won 3 matches at this tournament. Medvedev did struggle a little bit against Stan Wawrinka. Although Wawrinka is no slouch, even at 39. Forehand Medvedev inside out, goes to the forehand of Bellucci. Loopy way up high to the forehand of Medvedev. Back and cross court. That's going to go out. 30 love. It's a good hold for Bellucci right from the start, by the way. Saves a break point. That's a big moment when you're playing a guy who's really going to, intimidate you a little bit, and you know that he's been world number 1 in the past, and getting that first game is important. Serve here from Medi. Ooh, great shot down the tee. 40 love. Nearly an ace from Medvedev, but just goes wide. Second serve. Bellucci currently at number 92 in the world. Trying to find higher and higher career high ranking. Playing some of the best tennis of his life. And the live ranking sees number 81 currently. Back into Medvedev, goes to the forehand of Bellucci. That's going to go out, so it's 1-1 here on the scoreboard early. Early stages of this one. That's an interesting. I mean, people say that the men's side doesn't have depth right now. I just can't disagree more. I mean, if you look at the current number 77, no, even let's say 75 through number 84, right? Those 10 players. These are the 10 players that there are there. Botic van de Zandschulp, Daniel Altmaier, Luca Nardi, Mattia Bellucci, Lerner Tien, Dusan Lajovic, Christopher O'Connell, who's a very talented one-handed backhand player, Jacob Fernley, who's going to definitely get higher than his current high ranking 77, Thiago Seyboth-Wieltsch, very talented guy as well, and Alexander Kovacevic. Those are currently those players, and that's only 75 and lower players right now. So when people say there's no depth in the men's side, I just don't really agree. And then you have like going from like the top 45, Menzik, Nakashima, Griekspoor, Arnaldi, Jari, Mickelson, Caboli, Berrettini, Gale, Thompson, Mahac, Poprin, Korda, FA, Hurkacz, Hachinov, Feast, Tiafo, Humbert. Like these are talented players. Musetti. Like I don't really Draper. I don't really see Dimitrov, Shelton, Paul, and then you get to the top players. But I don't know. I don't really see it as. I mean, I don't think it's the strongest period in men's tennis history. And then I didn't even mention like Fonseca's climbing up and other players. But like I don't think it's the strongest point in men's tennis history. It's probably one of the weaker points in men's tennis history. But to be honest, but it's in a year or two, it's all going to balance out. And Fonseca, Feast, Menzik, Draper, whatever, they'll all find their place in the rankings where they should be. And Shelton. And yeah, I mean, I think it'll all balance out. I think there's decent depth right now. I don't think I personally don't really agree with people saying that the depth is not good at all. It's my opinion. Backhand cross court to the forehand of Medi. We got 30 all here. Forehand Medvedev sliced. Goes to forehand of Bellucci. Cross court. Medvedev's there at the lob. Oh, Bellucci leaves it. What an eye. He's got an eagle eye so far in this match. That's a shot that 90% of players would have hit. But it lands out. Eagle-eyed Mattia Bellucci, 40-30. I think Medi in 3, but only because I like Bellucci. Yeah, Bellucci's awesome. How's it going, Dutchy? Hello. How's it going, Sean? Has huge depth. It's just Sinner is on a crazy run. Yes, I fully agree. Yeah, Sinner is just like way above the rest of the field. But when you have like, Kovacevic, Van de Zandschulp, Lerner Tien, like so close to like the 80s, like, there's a depth of talent. There is. I think WTA has even larger depth at the moment, but I don't think ATP doesn't have depth, personally. And I think it'll all balance out. Within like a year and a half, I don't think anybody's even going to be saying that the ATP is weak, honestly, because Sinner and Alcaraz are going to be killing it. You're going to have Fonseca, Menzik, and other players get to where they need to be in the rankings. It's all going to balance out. And the players that I mentioned are going to find, Lerner Tien could be top 30. Who knows? So it's all going to balance out. Ooh, drop shot. Medvedev gets their forehand down the line. Forehand from Mattia Bellucci, the lefty looper, which finds its way into the court. 2-1. How's it going, Tom? Tom Taylor, how's it going? I appreciate you guys coming in here to watch this one. Medvedev taking on Mattia Bellucci. Who do you think will win? I think Medvedev in. I'll take Medvedev in 3. I'll join you, Joe. I'll join you, Joe. Medvedev in 3. And I kind of agree with your reasoning, but anyway, I like Bellucci as well. I think I said my peak here is about 5 tournaments as spectator I've never played. So what's up, Tom? I think Bellucci can do well in this matchup. Okay, test match predictions. I like it. I think it could be interesting. He's got the drop shots that can really help against Medvedev. And Medvedev likes a lot of the backhand cross-court rallying, and Bellucci, that's going to be to the Bellucci's lefty forehand, but he doesn't have a bad backhand either, so it's not really going to – Medvedev's not going to feel particularly happy about it, because even if he goes for a big winner down the line, for example, Bellucci is quick. He's got a decent backhand, a strong backhand, which can pull him from defense to offense. It's just really a lot of it's about consistency for Bellucci, but I don't know. I have a feeling that he likes a big match. I could be wrong. I kind of have the feeling that Bellucci doesn't mind a big match. I want to look at Bellucci's recent results. So he lost to Kovacevic in Montpellier, which was Kovacevic played incredible there and got to the final. What else? Yeah, I mean, before that, he has, Lestion, at Maine. He's been losing to French guys. Playing Bellucci, beat him. Yeah, before that, he wasn't doing very well. These are players that player of his talent caliber should not be losing to. How'd he end last year? Yeah, he's been losing to players he shouldn't be losing to. Got to the final of a challenger in Italy in October, but beat Lestion there on the way. 7-5 in the third. Yeah, last year in Shanghai, won a main draw match against Billy Harris, lost to Zverev. Beat Hijikata, Muller in qualifiers to qualify into Tokyo, lost to Draper. So he's been losing to top guys when he's been getting into tournaments. Beat Wawrinka at the U.S. Open, I remember that now, 3 sets. Lost to Christopher O'Connell, who really is a very good player. Yeah. Anyway, this is his best tournament in a while, clearly. So we'll see how he steps up to the moment. But when he's been getting into main draws of big tournaments, he's only been losing to very good players, pretty much, which is notable. Although he is playing against one today. Forehand down the line, very good for Medi. Quick up to it. 30 love. I want Medvedev to find it again. I still am not discounting Medvedev and his unbelievable, inane talent from finding his way to another career peak. I'm not disregarding the chance of that. Some people are saying Medvedev's washed. I'm not on that bandwagon. I'm not saying it's insane to say that. If you think that, I don't think you're crazy. I don't think you're wrong necessarily. Well, I think you're wrong, but I don't think I personally disagree, but I understand why you're thinking that. I respect that opinion, I guess. But I don't think I think Medvedev definitely still could show something, especially he just sacked Gilles Simon. I think it shows that he's in a mindset where he knows that right now is a really important point in his career. I think it's good he sacked Gilles Simon because I didn't really understand that career choice in general. Because I feel like Gilles Simon only understands a very grinding kind of game. It never made sense to me, why Medvedev got him on his team. Because Djokovic, this version of Djokovic and Alcaraz and Sinner, you're not going to beat them by grinding them down. I promise you. You're not going to beat them by just Gilles Simoning your way out of the situation. Medvedev needs somebody legit. It would be cool to see Murray coach Medvedev. That would be kind of cool. But I think honestly, just in terms of game style, it would be cool if he gets a player. It would be cool to get somebody who's a bit more aggressive minded, you know. But I still hope Medvedev can find something down the road. Medi in 3 with a few complaints from Medi. Well, yeah, if it's in 3 sets, then for sure he's going to be saying something like he did in the last match, open your eyes. This is not a hard court. I'm a hard court specialist. Default me. You're a small cat. Classic Medi. Small cat. Bellucci has great variety and is very tenacious. Yes. Fully agree. I like that. Tenacious is a good word as well. Not related to tennis, if not personal. Ethnic surname. Where from? Oh, where from? I mean, Hirsch is like a German thing, but yeah, I mean, I've got like Jewish family, so that's really like the origin. Gilles Simon, the Frenchman, family from like family from here is where I got the surname, just from America. Gilles Simon, the Frenchman, shows I'm not in touch. Yes. Yeah, he just sacked him. He was coaching Medvedev, Gilles Simon was, but now he sacked him. I want him to get somebody who's like more aggressive minded. That would be a good thing. Backhand Bellucci goes cross court to the forehand of Medvedev. Backhand Bellucci down the line goes to the backhand of Medvedev. Forehand Bellucci striking the ball very well. Bellucci forehand slice that's in the net. 15 all. I mean, shot selection, consistency. These are all things that can get away from Bellucci, to be honest. Wow, it's crazy. I love. I missed it, but it was an underarm serve from Bellucci. I love it. That could be a good play against Medvedev. See, this is why I've been implementing underarm serves in my matches. I'm not even going to lie. And it's been working. I've had good success rate. It's been fun. It's been really fun because I want to do that. Like I want to, when I play, I want to try new things. It's fun. And I think people don't do that enough. People get mad. They're like, what are you doing? Or like, they like laugh it off. That's just an entertaining shot. That doesn't, but it's just a drop shot serve. That's all it is. Plants a seed into your opponent's mind. Very, very good seed that can catch them off guard. Backhand goes to the forehand of Bellucci. Got backhand forehand rally. Backhand slice Bellucci. Backhand Medvedev. Important point for momentum and for Bellucci specifically. Backhand down the line. Backhand Medvedev. Oh, Bellucci dives! What a shot from Matej Bellucci, and Medvedev puts it away. This guy is entertaining to watch. This is why on my entertainment value rankings, which you can check out on the channel, where I talked about it, he was very high. I don't remember exactly where it was. That was with the other side of the racket. Oh my God. Bellucci just hit one of the most ridiculous shots of the whole year. He lost the rally, but Bellucci just dived and hit with the forehand side of his racket backwards. That was a twister shot where you twist your wrist. That was a twister shot from Bellucci diving. I love Matej, man. I interviewed that kid. He's going to do big things. That was crazy. I mean, he was never going to win the point unless Medvedev hit the worst volley of all time, but a hell of an effort, right? Especially knowing that he was probably not going to do much with that shot, but like I said, it was an important point. Backhand drop shot. Drop shotting a lot, and I love it. 30 all. But the thing is, once you drop shot enough, Medvedev is going to start anticipating it. And tennis is all about anticipation, right? Tennis is all about anticipation. It's about reaction just as much as it is about action. It's about patterns that form in real time. And Matej is a thinking genius on the court at the moment, drop shotting the hell out of the Russian. Players think it's a sign of it's disrespectful, but I think it's a sign of respect to your opponent. I couldn't agree more. Yeah, because it shows that you're at least like you're trying everything. That you think that you need to do something special to win, and it's you're doing your best, right? I think if you called the underarm serve the drop shot serve, it would change a whole lot. Because yeah, obviously you're not hitting it as hard as that doesn't look as impressive, but neither does a drop shot, right? As when you hit a really hard forehand. So we should just start calling it a drop shot serve. And honestly, whether it's a drop shot or not, I think just start calling underarm serves drop shot serves. It just makes more sense in general. Because it's kind of more of a juxtaposed to a regular serve. It is like a drop shot, no matter how you hit it, if you hit it underarm. So I think if we start calling it drop shot serves, the whole conversation around underarm serves is going to change in two ways. Number one, it's disrespectful. Number two, it's just Nick Kyrgios having fun, entertaining the crowd. Like, I don't want to hear anything about any of those two things. I just, underarm serve is a good play sometimes. Hell of an underarm serve, by the way. Couldn't have hit it better, Bellucci. The most important thing is that he stepped it up with a great shot afterwards. But yeah, I've been playing it in my matches against, pretty good players. And it's helped. And then I'd like fake them out like with the start of my swing on the next one, then hit a hard serve, and it does good and it throws off their momentum. It's just a good play. Like, if you're winning with a shot that you hit in tennis, why would it ever be disrespectful? Like, it doesn't really make any sense when you think about it. That, you know what the name of that is? Good strategy. Period. How old are both players? It's like, get over yourself, right? How old are both players? Bellucci, I think, is like 23, 22. 23. And then Medvedev is 28, 29. 29, I think. Or no, I think he might be turning 29 this month. In like a week. I think that's right. 96. So yeah, he's turning 29 in less than a week. Isn't there a saying, underarm tactics? I haven't heard that, but I guess there could be. I think people find it awkward to return a slow ball with a bit of spin. Yes, when you hit a slice real low, like I hit a wicked underarm serve real low, and my opponent said, like, that was a crazy serve. But she didn't like say it was disrespectful. She was like, that was a crazy serve. Because I hit it so low with slice. Like, yeah, obviously if you just like bunt it in as a lob way up high, like, what the hell are you doing? But if you hit like a good slice like Bellucci did there, like, that's a good play. It's really annoying, actually, when people say it's disrespectful. It's stupid. Hi, Anthony, want to trade your weather for negative 18 Fahrenheit, asking for a friend. No, but I wish that we could both have the weather that we have over there, because that sucks. Damn. Yeah, Canada is crazy with the cold, right? Forehand, inside out. Forehand drop shot, that goes in the net. Looks like I better go put some money on Medvedev, Shiloh. How's it going, Shiloh? I don't know. I mean, I guess. Do you both play? Watch. Hey, how's it going? Goes to Gerlitis. What's up? What's up? Hey, I'm glad for you to be joining in. What's up? I'm glad I could make time for this. I've been busy as heck recently. With college, work, playing tennis, other stuff going on. A lot of other stuff. So I'm glad I could make time for this. I still enjoy streaming. I'm still trying to find a way that I can watch the match. I'm currently watching it live on Tennis TV. It still is a little bit behind the scoreboards, which is still just super annoying. But I'm trying to find alternatives where I can watch the matches where it matches up with the scoreboard, so that it's just more, I don't know, like professional, or like more, well, just better to watch, really. Back in cross court goes the forehand of Bellucci, gets under it. Forehand Medvedev is a hell of a shot. This guy is fast. Fastest player 6'5" or over in the history of our sport, without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, his whole game is built around it. It's built around being a quick as hell serve bot. He's like Alcaraz. He's like a serve bot, but like Alcaraz version. It's like a serve bot, but very fast. It doesn't make any sense. Medvedev doesn't make any sense. More of a TT. Yep. Got him down a game. Good value. Okay. Did y'all see Medi's little Russian ballet drop shot? Yes, I did. Yeah. I saw that. I saw that replay, like the 2-second clip on Twitter where he just did like the little hop up. Medvedev is ridiculous. Medvedev's awesome. Bellucci goes for a big return winner, hits it long. That's not the first time he's done that in a point. Oh, serve and volley. I love Bellucci trying these things out. He could prove to be a tricky guy, because I'll tell you what, Bellucci is like one of those guys who's just like fearless. You can't pick like a nicer guy. Just a brave kid. He'll serve and volley. He'll drop shot. He'll underarm serve. He's going for it. He's got the talent to back it up. So, I don't know if he's got the consistency or the wits to match Medvedev right now. But listen, Medvedev doesn't bring like that. There you go. Like that's a forehand that you don't want to miss if you're thinking about upsetting Medvedev. But listen, he definitely could do it. He definitely could do something big here. So we'll just see what happens. But it's deuce. Stan had a tweener in that match too. Yeah, Stan's tweener. He should have put away the down the line volley. If he did that, that would have been one of the top 10 best points of the year. I mean, it would have been. People would be replaying it. It would have had like 4,000 likes on Twitter. Just the fact that he hit a bad volley and then Medvedev hit a lob, which I guess was like kind of cool. But if he ended it with the volley, like that would have been easily the point of the week. That was an awesome tweener from Wawrinka. It was not easy at all. Good forehand volley put away. I love Bellucci coming to the net like every point. Bellucci was so unlucky to draw Shelton at Wimbledon, 100%. Shelton was unlucky to drop Bellucci. Shelton could win Wimbledon one year. What are you studying in college? It's pretty good. I like the college so far. I'm currently studying film, intro to film, which is really cool. We watched Citizen Kane last week, and I just wrote an essay yesterday about that and my specific sort of takes on it. And then also music appreciation, which is really cool too. History, pretty basic, but U.S. history. And then also math. I could have taken pre-calculus because I did pretty well on the math AccuPlacer that I took. Like I did really well. So I could have taken pre-cal, but I don't need to. So I just took like 3 levels lower than that. And it's been a really good decision. But yeah, work's been piling up for college recently, but it's been good. I can't complain. And film and music's really interesting. Those are 2 of my biggest passions. Probably my 2 biggest passions, honestly. They are my 2 biggest passions. And acting, I guess. And then tennis is there too. So yeah, it's got to be like those 4 things as like the top. Also, just like interviews and like talking to people, like that's definitely something I want to do a lot more in the future. That's why tennis interviews is something I'm really passionate about, and I want to go to more tournaments to interview players because I really enjoy interviews and how that is in like podcasts with people and just like learning about people. Drop shot Bellucci, very good play so far. So 4-3, love it. Yeah, college been good. Love the positivity in the chat. Glad you guys are coming in here. Citizen Kane, yeah, it's a classic. It really is a great film. It was my second time watching it. We watched it in class. My dad really digs Sonego. LOL, I joke with him, of all the Italians, that's the one you like. Yeah, I mean, it's weird because I think like Sonego's gotten more popular, question mark, in the public eye. Like he was like the guy, like the grunting guy, but now people, after the Australian Open, I think people are taking a liking to him, not just because like he hit some crazy shots, but also because he played amazing. And also he was, being a good sportsman and smiling and laughing and during the matches. So I don't know. And also he's got the whole Spotify thing, which is so random. I don't know. I kind of like Sonego. I don't mind him. Is it Sonego or Sonego? I always forget. Sonego. So are you the next Scorsese? Yeah. Players seem relaxed with you when you're interviewing them. That's great. That's good to hear. Harold, I mean, when I was interviewing like Harold Mayotte and like Matai Bellucci and also like Jordan Thompson, those are some of my favorite interviews to do. And then obviously I've interviewed Roddick, Bryans, Tiafoe, Fritz. But to me, every player is like a person first, right? So no player is more important than any other player, right? And no player is inherently more interesting than any other player. Like if I was interviewing like Marcus Willis, who got to like the Wimbledon 3rd round and played Federer at Wimbledon as a wild card, even though he's never been top 100 in the world, that could be just as interesting as an interview if I do my job as anybody, or as almost anybody at least. So to me, I don't see interviews as a way to get a headline out of a, Djokovic, like, because Djokovic will, or Nadal or Federer. Like, I see interviews as just like, hey, let me talk to this person, right? And I think the fact that they're tennis athletes, a sport that I'm very, very, very passionate about, and also that they are, just some of the best athletes in the world, it makes it really interesting. I'd like to be like the Nardwuar of tennis. That's definitely something I want to do short term. Sonego had a good AO. Yeah, that's right. But jerky service motion is a problem for me. Fair enough. My top 5 ATP Italians: Sinner, obviously, Musetti, Caboli, Berrettini, Fognini. Yeah, I think that's fair. For me, I'd say Sinner, then Fognini, then Bellucci, then Caboli, then Musetti. No, then Musetti, then Caboli. I'll say that. But I like all 5 of those players. But they have some. I also like Arnaldi. I'm honestly, personally, I'll put Arnaldi above Caboli. No, I'll put them tied. They're like tied for me. I like the Italian players. I even like Luca Nardi as well. Backhand. Oh, what reactions from both. Bellucci with a forehand volley put away down the line. Good stuff. 15-30. Berrettini. He's not my favorite. He's never been my favorite. I don't really have a good reason. So, but it just is what it is. Backhand goes to the backhand. Medvedev with the volley. Oh, Bellucci with the pass goes into the net. Very important moment here for Medvedev, trying to save both of these break points. Let's see if he can. Nardwuar of tennis. I like that. Yeah, Nardwuar or Sean Evans. I mean, I'm like so Gen Z and like 24 years old. Like, I grew up on the internet. I'm such an internet like nerd and like so online, but which is kind of funny. But also people like, I don't know, people are straying away from that when it comes to like people who are big in media or artists. Like, I think that's just the modern times we live in. It's not something to shy away from. Wow, Bellucci guards the net and it works. Medvedev with a backhand wide open to the open court. Hits into the net, 5-3. Haha, the Nardwuar of tennis. That's brilliant. Yeah, how's it going, Jerome? Yeah, I think it would be awesome. Like, I want to be like almost creepy to how I know tennis players. Like, that's my biggest goal in tennis is like really cool interviews. That's my biggest goal. That's like ceiling for tennis. I think it'd be really cool. I also like have a dream of like doing an interview with Federer for one, but also like I want to do an interview with Federer, Alcaraz, maybe Rod Laver, like all in like the same Sampras if I could, or like, like greats from every era, McEnroe, like in the same room and just talk about all of them and their greatness. Kind of, I just think that would be really cool. Really, really cool. Like I remember Michael Jordan talking to Steph Curry. I think it was golf related, but like I think those are really cool moments for fans. Forehand goes into the net. So love 15. But yeah, that's my biggest ceiling with tennis. Quotable, almost creepy. Yeah. That's a clip that's going to come back. He's something else. Bob Sawyer is great in doubles. Yeah, Bob Sawyer is good. I saw something of Bob Sawyer today. I'm almost creepy. I know what you mean, bro, but maybe don't put that on your LinkedIn. Okay, fair enough. No, that's going to be my thing, though. The Nardwuar of tennis. I'm telling you. The Nardwuar of tennis. 100%. Forehand goes into the forehand of Medvedev. Backhand of Bellucci comes in. Backhand Medvedev. Ooh, goes for a pass, but he misses it. Bellucci is serving for the set. And Medvedev is not at his best. Because if he was at his best, he would have won that second break point all day. Bellucci wouldn't have even gone to that position. But much more importantly, he would have saved that second break point. Bellucci has really kind of offset Medvedev's game with all of this crafty. Oh, underarm. Medvedev's there with the forehand slice. Backhand down the line. Hey, missed it. Yeah, it looked just wide. Almost had it. I like Bellucci's guts going for those plays. I don't know if I would have done it right there. And Medvedev definitely was up to it. He just missed that backhand line. 15-30. What I've done a couple of times is hit 2 in a row. Because I think some players don't expect you to do 2 in a row. They expect you to do 1 and then like go for a big one. But I've done 2 in a row and it's worked sometimes for sure. But anyway, forehand. Oh, it's very short. That made it very awkward for Medvedev. I don't know how much of it Matai Bellucci meant to do, but it turned out to be a very good play. But Matai Bellucci 2 points away from taking a set on Medvedev. Let's go, Bellucci. Let's go, Mataya. The celebration. Same as old slang for a cigarette. What's your take on the Bergsgarin contact thing? I'm on the fence about it. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like, I just thought it was a crazy thing to do. I don't have a take outside of that. I don't really have a big take. I guess I don't know if I'm on the fence about it. I just don't really have a take. I just thought it was a crazy thing to do. I don't really know what to think of it. Backhand goes to the forehand of Bellucci, cross court, backhand Medvedev goes to the forehand of Bellucci, backhand Medvedev cross, again to the forehand of Bellucci, backhand Medvedev cross court, again to the forehand of Bellucci. Very, very important rally. Could define the set. Forehand Bellucci cross court to the backhand Medvedev. Forehand Bellucci down the line, now attacking. Forehand slice way up high short. Medvedev down the middle. Forehand lob. Oh, Bellucci leaves it. I think it lands. Did it go out? Oh, it was about as close as it could have been. I think it landed just out of Bellucci's face. Bellucci couldn't believe it when he saw how close it was. Bellucci's been eagle-eyed throughout the set. That's my boy, Matai Bellucci, leaving that ball to land a millimeter out. He's like, I knew it. He's really been eagle-eyed all set. I don't remember ever complimenting a player like that, but that's like the 4th time that he's left a ball and it's landed just out. Backhand, Medvedev, cross court, drop shot, Matai Bellucci with a set that's really fantastic. Some crafty, gutsy playing from the Italian. 6-3, not for Medvedev, but for Mataya. Let's go, Bellucci, 6-3. Hell yeah. Let's go. Are you kidding me? Game on. Absolutely. Crazy. Nice drop. Yeah, that was at the end there. Handicap Berg can only have 1 serve each serve. I think that's fair. That would be kind of cool. I wonder if they could have found a middle ground, the punishment. Yeah, I think that makes sense, right? Or at least like 1 serve every serve for your next 3 service games. I think that makes sense. I like that, actually. I think that makes sense. That'd be good. I actually like that. Medvedev must win. ESO. We'll see. It was a good drop shot. He's been doing that all match. He's been drop shotting and hitting drop shot serves. It's been awesome. 11 winners Bellucci to 9 winners Medvedev. Unforced errors. 11 to 11 Bellucci, 9 to 10 for Medvedev. But here is the important stat, right? Baseline and net points won. That's got to be the important stat. That's got to be the important stat. So Medvedev's only won 2 more baseline points than Bellucci. Only 2. And Bellucci is 10 for 12 at the net. Medvedev is 5 for 9. So that's got to be the big stat. 10 for 12, Bellucci. Medvedev's got to do better when Bellucci is coming to the net. I'd also like, the stat wasn't there, but I'd like to see drop shot points, including the underarm serves. Because I bet that is overwhelmingly positive for Bellucci. I mean, I know it is. 6-3, Matai Bellucci. Hell yeah. Maybe this is how Matai Bellucci announces himself to the world, but not for me. It feels nice to... I'm proud. I interviewed that guy. I'm proud of it. He just took a 6-3 set off the world number 1. You need a tiebreaker to be safe. Okay. Yeah, Joe, I think I was... yeah, 21 plus, so we'll see. Bellucci definitely bringing Medi off the baseline a lot. Yes, it's been working, right? Oh, yeah. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for a lot more cool stuff. I've applied to go to Indian Wells as media. We'll see if I get to do that, but Potentially, there could be video content of me in California, which would be cool. Maybe Miami, maybe Charleston as well. I'll have to see. And currently trying to set plans for potentially Roland Garros and maybe some of the English tournaments as well. So maybe Wimbledon. So we'll see how it all works out. Medvedev has walked off the court. Hell of a set from Bellucci. Very impressed. Indian Wells would be sweet. Yeah, I think so, Jerome. Be excited for it. Bellucci definitely bringing Medi off the baseline a lot. I've always thought Medi's deep position on return of serve was exploitable. We've seen that the last couple of years, right? Who do you see winning at Rotterdam? Good question. Let me see. This one can go either way. This one I'm feeling pretty 50-50 about. I'm still betting Medvedev, but game on, right? I could see Bellucci pulling the upset in 2 sets or 3, honestly. But yeah, I'd bet on Medvedev. Who do I see winning this tournament? I mean, it's hard to bet against Alcaraz, right? I don't know. A lot of good players, a lot of great players. Just looking at some of the first round scores. I didn't get to catch a lot of the first round action. Didn't get to see some of the matches so far in the tournament, but Lehechka's been good recently, and beat Popperin 7-5, 6-2. That's not easy. Hurkacz has had success here, I think. He's good. How has Hurkacz done recently? Because I feel like Hurkacz could do something. Hurkacz didn't have a very good Australian Open. But 6-3, 6-2 over Kaboli is impressive. Alcaraz still not that keen for indoor hard courts. I don't know. I kind of have a good feeling about Hurkacz just because of that first set score. Yeah, why not? I'll take Hurkacz. I think most people will say Alcaraz or Medvedev. I'm going with Hurkacz. Why not? Hurkacz is good, man. I'm high on Hurkacz. I am high on Hubie. I'll take Hurkacz. No matter what, if Medi's going to win, I'm safe. Oh, yeah, 100%. Because, yeah, I mean, that would be 12 games plus 9 already. So, yep. Indian Wells is beautiful location with lovely facilities. Can recommend they let you get real close to the players when they're practicing, too. Yeah, sounds good. Medi is not looking good. I agree with you. Noskova beat Badoza today. It's a good win. Now Badoza top 10 player again. Bellucci is solid. Very good, right, Simone? Very good. Meltdown Medi. Yeah, Runa looks good. Straight sets in round 1. He looked pretty good, but I'll believe it when I see him in the semis playing, getting through straight sets in the semis and the final. Like, to me, I'm not like, oh, Runa's playing so well right now. That's just not how I feel. So we'll see. I still think Medvedev is the favorite to win this. We'll see. I was going Gene. Yeah, let me know who you guys think wins the tournament too. I'm not that high on Medvedev or Alcaraz right now. I do like Hurkacz. I'm taking Hubie. Why not? It doesn't hurt to say it. It's not like I lose $1 million if I'm wrong. I hope. Jesus Christ, I didn't know that was part of the rules. What about Greek Sport? I wish. I hope so. That would be awesome. Greek Sport is kind of goated in Rotterdam, right? Greek Sport in Rotterdam's like Eastern Atlanta. Like they will. Greek Sport is goated in Atlanta, and he had a great win in his first round. Beat Berrettini. He could beat Tsitsipas for sure. Although Tsitsipas is good. How did Tsitsipas do in his first round? This is an interesting tournament. Tsitsipas beat Mayotte. Speaking of Mayotte, okay. 6-1, 7-5. I reckon Greek Sport could beat Tsitsipas. Who does Greek Sport play after that? So let me see. I'll entertain it. Greek Sport could beat Bellucci or Medvedev, whoever wins this. But yeah, I mean, Feast, Menzik, Demonor. Demonor played really well in Rotterdam last year, so I wouldn't discount him. But he's been playing a lot of tennis as well, to be honest. But he could win it. I'll take QB. Why not? I'm going with an underdog pick, but I'll take QB, but I'll give honorable mentions to Alcaraz and to Demonor. But I'll take QB. Forehand, that's in the net from Bellucci, so 15 left for Medvedev. Demon versus Lehechka final, could be. Demon will win the tournament. I mean, he played awesome last year, right? Isner might be goated in Dallas as well. No, not in Dallas. He's goated in Newport. Both of his goated tournaments were taken out last year. If the tour was only Atlanta and Newport, Isner would literally be the greatest of all time. No, I mean, he had a couple of good tournaments in Dallas. He had a couple of good Wimbledons, but otherwise in Dallas and Wimbledon, he's not as consistent as Atlanta and Newport. That's where Big John really was Big John in Atlanta and in Newport. Not just because he won 6 times in Atlanta, by the way, which is a very, very rare thing for one player to win a specific tournament 6 times. Like if you're looking at the list of players who have won a specific tournament 6 times, those are only top 3 players and Isner in Atlanta. Backhand Medvedev is a volley put away. But what was I going to say? I totally lost my train of thought because Medvedev hit an impressive volley. 30-15. Serve down T, very good, 40-15. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I was going to say, and that's fine. I said last November that Alcaraz wouldn't win a tournament until March. You could be right. That's a good prediction if it comes true. Would Rotterdam be Lehechka's biggest title to date? Yes. No doubt. So I see you picking big things for Lehechka. We'll see. He is playing well. So forehand, the net from Mattia. So 1-0 for Medvedev. I read that Medi parted ways with Gilles Simon. Yes, it's good. Good. Leave, please. It shows that Medvedev still wants to win a slam, okay? Because it's not working. Something is not working. Good. That partnership never made any sense to me. It's like you're trying to keep the things that are keeping Medvedev back. You're trying to keep things in Medvedev's game that are holding him back. Like, that never made any sense to me whatsoever. Yes, there's the whole thing that Medvedev struggled playing Gilles Simon in the past, and Gilles Simon is a good tactician, but like, the things that make Medvedev struggle against Gilles Simon are the opposite things that make Medvedev struggle against Sinner, Alcaraz, and Djokovic. Like, it never made any sense. Medi's game seems to be regressing minute by minute. I watch him. I'm not gonna join that boat just yet. I still think, because sometimes I see a guy look desperate, and this might not make any sense, but Medvedev hasn't looked desperate yet. Some people have said he seems desperate just because his game is so poor juxtaposed from what it used to be. But he hasn't looked desperate yet. He still looks like, I mean, now and again, he's still playing amazing tennis. The serve is definitely not what it used to be. He definitely needs to play more aggressive. He definitely needs to find a way to have a closer return position and find success. And his movement has definitely maybe gone down like half a notch at times, it looks like. But I think in general, at times he still looks like he can play amazing. You just got to get there mentally locked in, be as smart strategically as he once was as well. Shot selection has a hell of a forehand from Bellucci on an important moment right at the sideline, 15-all. Question is, will nerves catch up with Bellucci? It's certainly possible. We'll see. But yeah, he hasn't looked desperate to me. Desperate, I think, is the right word. He hasn't looked like, he's still very like I don't know how to articulate it. He's still very genuine in the way that he's fighting and looks like he still believes he can achieve something. He just needs to find the right. He just needs to get there. That's my opinion, at least for his potential. It's possible he'll never get there. It's possible that he's going to fall off the rankings really quickly. Everything's on the table. But he's so talented. I still think now and again he's still playing really great tennis. I just think he needs to find something. I hope he finds the right coach for himself. But I do agree that he is not looking like Daniil Medvedev. That's a backhand he never would have missed a few years ago. I got to get somewhere by noon. Enjoy the tennis, friend. Anthony, don't get any of those co-eds. No, it's in the books, young man. All right, fine. Promise. Peace. See you later, ghosts. Adios. What's going on with Medi? The color guy. Yeah, I mean, just not playing his best, right? So has Medi even been close to break Bellucci? Jose? No, actually. Yeah, that's a fair point too. First game he got a break point in the very first game of the match. Since then, no. So a couple of times. I mean, I think for the most part, it's been that first game from my memory of it. He definitely needs to do way better than he's been in the return games. Backhand cross court goes to the forehand of Medvedev. That's going to go out. Medvedev definitely just missing ground strokes he usually would not miss. So 40-15. Forehand of Medvedev. That's in the net. 1-1. Bellucci doing exactly what he needs to do, and Medvedev doing anything but. What are Medvedev's service stats looking like so far in the match? Something I want to look at. Medvedev, yeah, only he needs to get this number up because he's winning a lot of first serve points, but on second serve he's 5 for 13. So he's got to make more first serves in. He's got 4 aces, but that number could be higher too, especially he's playing on indoor hard courts that are fairly, I mean, they're pretty quick. Like he's gotta get more deadly and consistent on that first serve. Forehand Bellucci goes to the backhand of Medvedev, backhand slice Bellucci goes to the forehand of Medvedev. Backhand Medvedev way up high. That's going to go out. 30 love. Oh, 15 all, I should say, not 30 love. My stream was lagging a little bit behind. It's 30 all now as Bellucci hits a backhand into the ground. 40-30 for Medvedev. I think we all thought this was going to be a tough game for Medi. Yeah, that's why I decided to stream it, Joe. And also because I like both players quite a bit. I knew this was going to be fun. Also, I just haven't streamed in a while and I had a free day. So hopefully I can stream more. I really do hope so. Serve Medvedev. Kick serve. Forehand Bellucci goes for a big return. Nails it. Right at the baseline. Daniil Medvedev says, where did that come from? Absolute bullet from the gun that is Mattia Bellucci's racket. Deuce. So much at Medvedev's feet. He tried to hit that as a volley. But it was never going to work. Too much pace. He had no choice. Big moment in this match. Mattia Bellucci could go up a set and a break. And break this thing open. Serve goes to the forehand. Chip. Forehand Medvedev. Down the line. Forehand squash shot. Bellucci defending. Forehand cross court. Bellucci still defending. Side to side. Forehand. Cross court. Great shot from Medi. Backhand slice. Hell of a shot from Bellucci. Forehand. Oh, what a shot from Mattia Bellucci. That's my boy. That's my guy. Hell yeah. Advantage to Mattia Bellucci. That's what I'm talking about. Side to side. He could not have hit that backhand slice any better. What leg strength, athleticism, and vision, and the forehand. He had that lined up. That's all adrenaline. Trying to take out the world number one and knowing that you're close. Danger for Medi. Backhand. Oh, he's actually leaving the door open. And Bellucci had it. He missed in the net. Deuce. And you love to see Bellucci playing with a smile on his face, but this is crazy. Do you think that Bellucci's game is similar to Big Mac? Big Mac? Who's Big Mac? What do you mean Big Mac? Who's Big Mac? Why is my brain not working? Who's Big Mac? McEnroe? Is it somebody else? Big Mac? I'm too focused on the match, Joe. I don't know who you're talking about. Serve goes into the net. It's a double fault from Medvedev. Not good. I think it's his first double of the match. Yes, John. Okay. Do I think Matai's game is similar to McEnroe's? No. But I don't think so. But I do think that that he's definitely good at the net as well. We've seen that in the match, but I don't think he's similar to McEnroe. Forehand slice. I mean, the backhands are completely different. He can also play quite well from the baseline, which McEnroe just almost never did. Even the way that they slice is just very different. McEnroe sliced all the time off that backhand, and Matai does a lot of forehand slicing, but he hits over that backhand like a lot. I don't think their games are that similar. Great serve from Medvedev out wide, so 2-1. Johnny Mac. So that's what I thought right away, but I was like, is that? I don't think they're that similar, no. 2-1. 2-1, 2-1. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Don't forget to like the stream. That would be appreciated. And all that stuff. I can't spell Johnny Mac's surname, Dutchy. Fair. I accidentally attempted to bet Bellucci to win in straight sets. It's possible. I won't tell you not to. It's definitely possible. That shot in the last game, at that passing shot to get a break point, was outrageous. He's definitely playing with this kind of swagger and confidence about him. He's doing it all with a smile on his face. It doesn't look like he's playing completely out of his head or like he's getting very nervous. I think it's helped that Medvedev doesn't have a big fear factor about him. I think I said in the first game something like, it's going to help for Bellucci to win that first game because of the intimidation factor playing a former world number one. But to be honest, like, he does have that, but it's not like Medvedev is, at this point, is probably the least intimidating world number one you could play, former world number one, because he's not playing that high level at the moment. It just is what it is. Oh, I say that, and then Medvedev just schools me. Forehand, hell of a forehand winner from Medvedev. That's what he's got to do. He's been looking super loopy he's been very inconsistent and all over the place on the backhand. That forehand's been very loopy. He's got to find the confidence and hit flat and aggressive. That forehand's been loopy as if he's Rafa. He's not Rafa. This guy hits flat as if he's Jimmy Connors from the 70s. Love 15. Medvedev tries to run around to not hit a backhand, but he does anyway because the backhands are often going to that Bellucci forehand, which has been quite good over the lower part of the net cross. as Medvedev likes it, is backhand to backhand, as he likes it, is backhand often. Love 30, Medvedev at 1-2, love 30. No, I agree. But Medvedev trying to say that he still got it. I once again, I don't usually say this, but I think Bellucci could even win this in 3 sets. I'm not necessarily saying he needs to win this set. I definitely am not. So it's going to be interesting no matter what. But I'm still betting Medvedev, but it's far from a crazy bet. Great shot from Bellucci, hitting more through the court than Medvedev at the moment, and it's 15-30. He's got a fearless nature about him, Bellucci, which is always helpful in anything, right? That pass was awesome from to get to break point in the last game. Now he's trying to avoid break points himself. 15-30. Second serve. Medvedev will have to look at this like his chance. Backhand Medvedev goes to the forehand of Bellucci. Got a backhand Bellucci. Can't handle it. Good depth from Medvedev off the backhand. 15-40. Good depth from Medi. Let's go Daniil. Finding something in this one. 15-40. Two break points. Forehand Medvedev goes to the forehand Bellucci. Backhand Medvedev cross goes to the forehand Bellucci again. Medvedev hitting through it. Great forehands from Medvedev. He draws a break. That's what Medvedev needed because he's been not aggressive enough off that forehand. That's a much flatter swing, and Medvedev breaks through. 3-1. Can Medvedev hold on to it now? He faced a break point in his last service game. Now he's looking to consolidate. First serve is just in the middle of the net. Second serve. Back in cross court goes to the forehand of Medvedev. Forehand of Bellucci. That's in the net. Love for Medvedev. Let me just say, this could be a very, very interesting third set, is my feeling. And could be a big confidence win for Medvedev, even though Bellucci is not, he's not a fellow top 10 player. If Medvedev could fight a way through this, particularly if that third set is tight, this could be a big confidence win potentially for Medvedev and a really important win in his career if he can find it. Nothing's to say that Bellucci is not going to pull the upset as well. Everything is in the cards. But this is a big set for Medvedev to win, to try to create a one-set shootout. So let's see, 40 love. Serve Medvedev. The forehand of Bellucci, that's going to go long. So 4-1. All right, I'm going to hop off, but I'll be back for this next game, guys. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back for this one. Here we go. What's the score? We've just started back. All right, 15 all here at 1-4. Backhand goes long from Medvedev, 30-15. Let me know your predictions, guys. Who's winning this, Medvedev or Bellucci? Let me know who you got. Like right now, what's your prediction for this match? How's it going to go? That's a backhand in the net from Bellucci. This might be a breadstick. I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised. Serve from Mattia. Goes the forehand of Medvedev. Backhand of Bellucci goes wide. 30-40. Quickly getting away from him this set. He might be trying to put all of his focus on the third. I'm not going to lie. It might almost not be worth it for him. I'm not, if he's like low-key trying to do that, I'm not even that much hating that play. It might be worth it for him to like throw his cards in the third set and see what he gets. Serve and volley. That's a poor back in return from Medvedev. He had that one, but it was a good serve from Bellucci, but it wasn't great. Definitely a serve that Medvedev should have and could have handled, especially because he's got an absolute worldy of a backhand. He's got a world-class backhand, one of the best of this whole century, no doubt. So he should have made that. Backhand, Medvedev goes to the forehand of Bellucci, forehand of Medvedev. Forehand of Bellucci, cross court, backhand of Medvedev. Good depth. Forehand Bellucci. Medvedev really wants this game. Backhand Bellucci. Goes to forehand of Medvedev. Goes long, and Bellucci is fighting here, which is good. Which is good. I'm terrible at in-play predictions. I think that's fair. I'm sticking with my original prediction, Medi in 3, but would love to see Bellucci win. I fully agree. Fully agree. I think I've been right there with you the whole way, Joe Mama. Where'd your name come from, by the way, Joe? Why'd you pick Joe Mama when you're signing up your YouTube channel? Where did Joe Mama come from? And your name is Joe, right? Like your first real name. I'm assuming your last name is not Mama. That would be a horrific decision by parents to name their kids Joe if their last name is Mama. Deuce. It's my favorite username of anybody. It's so funny. Because you're also one of the people that I interact with the most in chat, which is always good. But it's like, but every time I see your name, I'm just like, well, that's who I'm talking to. It's very funny. Backhand drop shot. Medvedev's there. Cross. Ooh, Medvedev runs behind him. He gets there. We're back at neutral. Absolute miracle. Medvedev misses the backhand long. Great play from Bellucci to hang in there tough. Advantage for Bellucci. He could have given up on that point. Medvedev, yeah, it was going to be tough to down the line. I mean, he did what he needed to do, but Bellucci very strong with that forehand. So much spin. And it kind of made it tough for Medvedev on the backhand. Advantage Bellucci. Good stuff. I had no idea who was going to win that point. Hey, how's it going, Jay's? Jay plays 2K. It's where you want to be. No answer, Joe. Just forehand. Backhand slice. Backhand goes to the forehand. Oh, Medvedev's there. It's in the net. Great play from Bellucci. I was talking about, I was trying to tell Bellucci to give up on the set. I was being like, forget the lack of effort. Just play the third. But Bellucci, it's good he didn't listen to me because I was great fighting, great speed to get across that forehand as well. So 4-2. I have play on word names as my account names. I won't tell you my PlayStation name. Okay, fair enough. Now I'm a little bit scared to hear what your PlayStation name is. Jesus Christ. Play on word as names. I don't even know what it would be, though, but I'll give it a thought. Backhand. So weird point there. Love 15 for Bellucci. Medvedev a backhand into the net. Serve out wide. Bellucci sprinting across the court. Forehand volley. Oh, Bellucci hits it way out. 15 all. Everyone seems nice. I placed my bets on Medvedev. Nice. Yeah, no, we got a great. I always like quality shot tennis community in chat is one of the better and nicer communities that I've seen on YouTube. So I'm really happy that you guys are crushing it. I mean, you guys often talk about random music from the 70s while, a match from 2025 is on, but, we love it. And then Ghost is going to be there in the chat saying completely out of pocket things. And, we have people who are just like screaming, Erk, because their favorite is losing. But listen, it's awesome. I love it. I think our chat is chat's the best. We have the best one. We have the best chat. Number one. I dare any other chat to step to our chat. Because they will lose. I'm telling you, they will lose. Absolutely. Hey, thanks, Joe, for the one Quality Shot Tennis membership. Yeah, guys, don't forget to join. You can also become a member. And let me know who got that membership. Join to become a member. You get early perks, such as the podcast that came out this week. You got early access to that from my new Tennis Era podcast. And you have there are other perks. You can see the people who are members in the chat who have the different emojis that they can use as well. And it's a great way to engage and help out the channel and just be a part. So backhand down the line goes the backhand slice of Bellucci, forehand Medvedev. Down the line goes the forehand Bellucci, backhand Medvedev cross. So forehand drop shot Bellucci is a great play. Medvedev's there at the redrop, but Bellucci's there cross court. Solid and ballsy from Mattia Bellucci as he gets to a break point. Gutsy play there as he gets to advantage here. Good stuff. I thought Bellucci was out of the set, and suddenly, just because tennis doing its tennis thing, now he's trying to get to 4-3. Tennis doing its tennis thing. Backhand, that's going to go out. Good serve from Medvedev. Quickly brushes away the break point. That's been a fun match. It's been a fun match. Deuce. 212 kilometers an hour on the serve. You like to see those MPHs up for Medvedev. Deuce, come on, Medi. I don't even know who I don't know who I'm rooting for, but I know who I'm rooting for, honestly, because I interviewed one of these guys. I'm not going to be a liar here, but I do like both. It would be nice to see Medvedev get his game together. Anyway, Medvedev hits the forehand wide, so it's advantage to Bellucci. Medvedev just not solid off that forehand. A little bit all over the place from the back of the court, Medvedev. Against Wawrinka as well. Serve goes for an ace, but it's a wide. He's got I don't know. Medvedev not looking right. Wow, serve just catches the line from Medi. Just deuce. I thought that was a double fault. That's how close it was. All right, let's go. See if Medi can get that serve speed up. He does, but it's in the net, so it doesn't matter. 207 kilometers an hour. Backhand Bellucci, big to the backhand of Medvedev. Up high to the forehand of Bellucci. Forehand of Medvedev. Oh, misses it. Long and wide. Bellucci knows that this is the point. This is a very big moment and a big point. Bellucci not giving up. Bellucci's coach nodding from the back saying, come on, right here. Big point in this set. Medvedev looking to make first serve. which he does. Perfect serve. Couldn't have asked for a better serve. Deuce. Clutch. From the Octopus serve bot. I don't know. Medvedev isn't a serve bot, but he does have a hell of a serve. I mean, that I say as he misses the serve about as wide as he could have possibly missed the serve. That would have been an ace on the outside. That's a double fault. I completely jinxed Medvedev. Advantage to Bellucci. He hit his best serve of the match, followed by his worst double fault of the match. Literally. It's actually true. So 3 serves in a row missed. Bellucci once again with an opportunity. I have a bad feeling about this. It makes a second. Forehand Medvedev way up high. Forehand Bellucci. He had it down the line. He hits a drop shot. It's not a very good one. Forehand Bellucci down the line. Forehand volley is a chance. Oh, and he gets there. Mattia Bellucci is back in the set out of nowhere. And I don't have, I mean, I'm kind of starting to think Bellucci's going to win this match. 4-3. Wow. Mattia Bellucci right back at it. He was down, what, 4-1, 15-40 or something? Wowzers. That is a surprise, right, Dutchie? Right, Joe? Jesus. Coming out of the blue, the Italian. I love the drop shot plays, taking a play out of Alcaraz's book. And the thing is, even if you don't hit the drop shot too good, when Medvedev is facing so much pressure, sometimes it's not that bad of a play. And yeah, hit right through Medvedev there, which was a very smart play as well. Bellucci playing a smart match. Let's go, Mattia. Let's go. It's my guy trying to beat a former world number 1. Let's go. Let's go, Mattia. I remember saying after I interviewed him in Atlanta, this guy's going to do something big in the future. This set kind of reminds me of a set. I'm currently playing like a lot of tennis. I've had 2 very good wins in the last like couple weeks. Where I like had good comebacks and stuff. In the first, I played, okay, so I'm currently playing the singles league called Rival Tennis Ladder. And I was playing this guy who beat me 2 times last year, and both were very close matches. Like, very close. Can't be closer. Like, I think the first match, he beat me like 7-5, 6-4. But I think in both sets, I think I was up in the first set and he came back and won it. And I think the second set, he was up like 5-1. I brought it 5-4 before he won 6-4. So very, very close. About as close of a 7-5, 6-4 match. Then the second match he played, he won. I won the first set, like 8-6 in the tiebreaker. And then he came back and won the second and the third. Once again, I had nearly very good comebacks in both the second and third sets. Anyway, very close matches. Wow, Bellucci really dictating. But just what I was trying to say is I beat this guy, which I was practicing like every day. My mindset was like, I really want to beat this guy. Like it was like the biggest thing for me. I really want to beat this guy. I did end up beating him with probably the best singles tennis I've ever played in my life. I beat him 3-6, 6-2, 6-1. Which was awesome. The last 2 sets were the best tennis I've ever played. No doubt. I played really well. I did exactly what I need to do. I was just playing it 1 point at a time. Like, my mindset was 1 point at a time. Just do what I need to do. If I lose, I lose. And it was a really good thing. And but in the first set of the match, I was down 0-4 love 40 to start off the match. It was a disaster. 0-4 love 40. And then I came back and won the match. Lost the first set 6-3. I brought it back to 4-3, and then I won the next 2 sets 6-2, 6-1. But it was a good match. But it reminds me of this set because I was down like 4-0. Bellucci here is down 4-1. Oh wow, that's got to be the worst shot of all time. Daniil Medvedev just hit the worst shot of all time. You know, sometimes they show ATP shots. They're like, well, that wasn't that bad. That was genuinely probably the worst shot I've ever seen in my life. That was horrible, whether you're an ATP player or a club player. That was so bad. It was Daniil Medvedev is absolutely legendary. This guy was world number 1. He just hit that shot. That was hilarious. And then he plays that point. Ridiculous return, and then forehand inside out. That was probably the worst shot I've ever seen in my life. I really don't remember ever seeing a worse shot than that. That was so bad. It was hilarious. He had a shot right at the net, and he jumps up and does this weird drop shot thing. He doesn't even reach the net. That was the weirdest, worst shot I've ever seen in my life. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a shot in an ATP Pro level match that was genuinely that bad. That was crazy. Forehand squash shots in the net. So Medvedev brings it to 40-30. So bad. It shows that Medvedev is mentally a little bit shaken, maybe by Bellucci's kind of comeback here. And just by his level and variety. Forehand. It's going to go out from Bellucci. Medvedev gets it back to deuce. Important moments here yet again. This has been a roller coaster set. Medi having TN flashbacks. Second serve here for Bellucci. Yeah, Australian Open, what was it? First round, second round? Second round, I think. Yeah, second round. Forehand, that's going to go out. Bellucci is suddenly playing a poor service game after being up 40-love. Listen, after Medvedev hit the worst shot in tennis history to go down 40-love, I didn't think he'd actually have a chance to win this game, but I did not think he'd have a chance to win this game. We could be looking at a 6-3, 3-6 if Bellucci doesn't get his act together here. Lowest level of the match from Bellucci so far. Serve out wide. That's a great serve. Playing with a smile on his face as well. But that serve was, what a serve. You can't hit a better angled serve. That is the serve that would give John McEnroe's opponents nightmares. That lefty wide angle. Lefties are so annoying to play in tennis. And that's why. Deuce. So annoying. Forehand goes to the backhand of Medvedev cross court. Forehand chip goes to the forehand of Medvedev down the line. Oh, great play for Medvedev. That's his best point in the match so far. He gets to advantage. Break point for Medvedev. He's had his worst shot of his career and the best shot of the match in the same game here. Not just worst shot of his career, but the worst shot in tennis history. That shot was so mind-bogglingly bad. But anyway, he's got break point here. First serve in the net from Bellucci. Maybe first sign of nerves here from Bellucci in this game. Second serve. It's not surprising. Serve and volley. Oh! Medvedev missing the returns when it's right there for him. Those backhand returns, these are shots that he would not miss in even last year, but especially like 2023, 2021, 2020, 2019, even 2018. Like, that is a return he would make all day because Bellucci did not hit his spot with the serve. Medvedev just didn't get into position at the backhand. He had serve and volley. He had a passing shot right there. He probably could have figured out a way to win that point if he had the return cross court, but he had a backhand winner down the line off the return, or at least a setup to win the point. Like, I don't know what that was, but his backhand is not what it once was, as he really falling behind here. Advantage to Bellucci. Serve here from Matija. Kick serve, forehand of Medvedev. Goes to the forehand of Bellucci. Down the line, forehand of Medvedev. Back into Bellucci. Down the line. What a strike from Mattia Bellucci. The Italian rocks the backhand down the line. That's why I mentioned at the start that his backhand is a beauty. That is an absolute beautiful shot. Not just a great one, but a beautiful one. 4-4. Medvedev in trouble. Wow. That's an awesome game from Bellucci. And Medvedev just not looking like himself at all. Can Matija break here again? Trying to pull off a Zhang versus Swiatek at the Olympics kind of set. In the second set there, when Swiatek, I think, was up a double break. And Zhang came flying back to win in straights. Who does the winner play? I just saw it, but I forgot. Good player. I can't remember who it was, though. The winner plays the winner of Greek Sport and Tsitsipas. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not just going to say it's going to be Tsitsipas. Greek Sport could definitely upset Tsitsipas there. 60 points won for both players, which is really kind of insane because it feels like Bellucci's won way more points than Medvedev. I would not have expected that to be the case. I don't really know why it's the case, but that just shows really that Bellucci has won all the big points and the right points. That's not a good sign when you're a former world number one and player who's never even been the top 90 in the world is winning the big points. Not been the top 90 yet. It's like they said about Fonseca when he beat Rublev. Welcome to the top 90 in the world. I'm not going to say top 10, but we'll see you in the top. We'll see you in the top 50, maybe top 40. Yeah, I'll say that. I'll say good job getting into the top. If he wins this match, good job getting into the top 80. We'll see you in the top 40. That was one of my favorite bits of tennis commentary I've seen was that call about Fonseca. I'm still not convinced Fonseca is going to be better than Mensik. I said that even after Fonseca won that match. But Fonseca definitely has this kind of quality about him where his ceiling and potential is about as high as anybody we've ever seen. But does he fulfill that is yet to be seen. So we'll see. Forehand goes to the backhand of Bellucci. It's very central. Forehand volley. Medvedev's backhand is non-existent. That is a backhand. These are backhands he'd make all day in 2021. Like, they would be easy. They would be easy. By the way, guys, please don't forget to check out the rest of the channel, New Tennis Era Podcast. Keep that on your radar. Checking for more streams, more podcasts on this channel. I'll be coming out. There's weekly New Tennis Era Podcasts every Tuesday morning. So check that out. I'll be talking about Rotterdam this week. So it's a lot of fun for me to do, analyzing. So check that out and checking for future live streams as well. But yeah, that's a hold for Medvedev there. Bellucci misses that shot. 5-4. See how the set concludes. 52-minute set. Very long set. I hit one of the craziest shots of my life, by the way, the other day in a match. Probably definitely my favorite match I've ever played. Because I was down a set. It was mixed doubles. And I was down a set. We were at 4-4. I was serving down break point. And I hit this like huge forehand passing shot past the net guy to save that break point. And it looked like we were going to lose that match. Like we were behind. Like I said, a set 4-4 down break point. I hit that forehand shot. That was really good. But then we start getting ahead in the match. We win that set 6-4. And then we're up 3-1, 40-love in the third set. I'm playing some of the best tennis I've ever played. Just full of adrenaline, just hitting just great winners after winners, getting great gets, running all over the court, playing some of the best tennis I've played, honestly. And I hit a serve, And I go for this like huge first serve, like the fastest. I try to go for like the fastest serve I've ever hit in my life because I'm thinking I'm so full of adrenaline. I could hit some crazy shot right now. I like laugh because I miss it by like 500 feet. But then I make the second serve. The girl that I'm serving to hits this like crazy backhand return angle, like almost a miss hit into the tram lines, into the doubles alley. And like the only shot that I could possibly hit, I'm on like the second court now because I'm pulled out so out wide. I'm on the second court now, and the only shot I can hit is around the net. It's the only shot I can hit. I go for it, and I hit an absolutely beautiful, perfect, one-handed backhand screamer down the line low and like 90 miles per hour around the net, past the net guy for a passing shot to get to 4-1. And I just let out this like guttural roar, and it was like, I loved it. It was probably one of my favorite shots I've ever hit. Maybe my favorite. What are your predictions so far? I'm still backing Medvedev to win this, but I think Bellucci definitely could. But I'll take Medvedev in 3 sets. But yeah, that was awesome. I wish I had it on camera because half the people watching don't believe me, but that's fine. That is fine. Bellucci here at 15-all. Serve now coming from Mattia. But that was like a week and a half ago. Man, I was really happy I won that match too, but that shot was fun. Reminded me of like, I don't know, but it was a fun match and fun shot. Forehand, Bellucci goes to the backhand of Medvedev. That backhand is just not a nothing shot at the moment. So is that forehand into the net. 30-15. I'm still going to back Medi, but he needs to up his level. I think Bellucci should win. I think that's Faramon. He's playing definitely a higher level so far in the match. I don't know. You might be right, actually. I don't know. I'm still going to say Medi in 3. That's what my gut is really like screaming out to me. But so I'm going to go with my gut because you learn in life, you often go against your gut, and then your gut is often right, your instincts. But I definitely think Bellucci could win this. He could win this 6-3, 7-5. Like, it's definitely very possible because right now Medvedev is just not there from the back of the court at all. At all. That was a good game of yours you told about. Yeah, I appreciate him on. It was it was fun. Both matches that I've just told the stories of were a lot of fun to play. Probably my 2 favorite matches I've maybe ever played were those 2. Backhand, cross court, that's going to go out. So 30-all. Medvedev is 2 points away from winning this set. I don't really like Medvedev's fit. I don't like the all green shorts. They kind of look weird. It looks like a freaking. He looks like he's in Slytherin. Like he's in the I don't know why I can't say that. Slytherin house. Forehand of Medvedev goes to the forehand. Bellucci. Oh, Medvedev's there with the volley. Oh, Bellucci goes right at Medvedev. It's the right play though. He apologizes, but I mean, I guess it was the right play, but he definitely could have gone to either side. So. But Medvedev is so elastic that that was the right play, even though it was very it looked very rude. But that was the right shot. He probably the thing that made it a little bit like I understand why Medvedev turned around is because he definitely had like a 90% chance of winning the point had he gone to like either side. But it was the right play. Because he was very close to Medvedev. So to hit the angle, Medvedev could have reached out and hit some miracle volley. So you never know. That was like if you hit it right at Medvedev, he was definitely going to win the point. So kind of makes sense. Oh, forehand squash shot. Bellucci just misses it. Deuce. Medvedev 2 points away yet again. I still wouldn't count out Bellucci even if he loses the second set. Yes, that's what I've been saying the whole time, Joe. I agree with you. But this would be a big thing for Medvedev, no doubt. Medvedev asking for the crowd for the first time. First time I see anything like that from Medvedev. Don't count either of these guys out, honestly. They both can play some very exciting tennis. Serve. Hits it wide. Damn 1-1 it is. Well, not yet, right? Backhand down the middle. Forehand drop shot. Backhand Medvedev cross. Forehand passing shot. How's Medvedev there? He's there again. Hits the net. Oh, backhand volley. Is he going to win this point? Forehand. Oh, no. Bellucci steals it. That was ridiculous. It was ridiculously good for Medvedev to stay in it. It was kind of ridiculous that Bellucci kept giving him chances, but like, I don't know why he went down the middle on that one. He was just toying with him. Medvedev could have put that overhead away. Bellucci playing with fire, but I guess he knew what he was doing. Advantage to Bellucci. Bellucci looking like a straight up like a guy on a mission here. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Advantage Bellucci, 4-5. Backhand goes to the forehand. Bellucci volley. Forehand Medvedev. Backhand volley. That's in the net. But yeah, I was going to say I don't know what's going to happen, but my gut is still saying Medvedev. So I'm no matter what happens, I'm sticking with Medvedev in 3, but that's my guess. But we'll see what happens. Looking like a 1-1 game. We'll see. In tennis, you never know. Tennis is like that's what makes tennis the greatest sport in the world. You never know, right? Anything can happen at any point. Serve goes to the back end of Medvedev. Back end of Bellucci. That's in the net. Set point for Medvedev. His first set point of the match. Big moment. He's going to the third. Not yet. Advantage to Medvedev. Not yet, guys. Let's just like chill and see what happens. But I guess I hope for Iso that it does, because he was hoping for a 21+ game bet. Serve here. Bellucci. Medvedev. Pass. Bellucci puts away the volley. Strong stuff. Bellucci taken out of the Alcaraz's, not his playbook, but just the way he plays the game, and just keeps smiling all the time. It's a good sign, playing loose. Have to enjoy it. Have to enjoy the pressure and the moment. As Alcaraz said, you have to enjoy the suffering. It's true. Because the suffering comes with a sense of competition. It's like, you might be suffering, but hey, listen, I can out-suffer. If you can out-suffer your opponent and win, that's hell of a lot of fun for me. That's a thought when I'm competing. Like, I can't think of anything more fun. Forehand, that's a great shot cross court. So that's an advantage to Bellucci. 4-5 advantage. Medvedev takes it if it goes to the third. Not necessarily, but that's my prediction. I remember Tien versus Medi in the 5th, and everyone was saying that Medi would win. Tien had no chance. Yeah, Joe, exactly. 100%. It could be a repeat. Could be a repeat, and then also Medvedev could remember that as well and say, listen, I'm gonna make sure that doesn't happen again. Ridiculous shot from Bellucci, even though it didn't count for anything. Bellucci having a blast out there. Shout out to my guy, Mattia Bellucci. The GOAT. He's having fun. He's fun to watch. Backhand. That's going to go out. 5-5. Mattia Bellucci holds. Let's go, Mattia. 5-5. Hope I got a chance to interview him again. That'd be cool, like, seeing that I got a chance to interview him really early on in his career, and then maybe I could, like, interview him throughout his career. Like, that'd be fun. I don't care if he never becomes, like, Yannick Sinner or something. Like, no matter what happens, like, that would be a cool thing. But yeah, here's my favorite as a like an actual like just person, like, and like player to talk to. He was one of my favorite, if not my favorite, interviews I've had. 5-5 serve from Medvedev. Back in Bellucci, back in Medvedev. Down the line, forehand to Bellucci, way up high, goes to the back end. Medvedev cross court. Bellucci's there at the wicked forehand slice, backhand down the line. Oh, Bellucci nearly makes the backhand pass. Medvedev upset about something, not sure what. But it's 15 love here for Medvedev. Bellucci having fun the whole time. Yeah, listen, you guys were saying one set apiece. Like, can y'all calm down? Can y'all calm down? Like this is not. It's not very obvious at any point what's going to happen. It's not like until it's one set apiece. Let's not. It's not a one set apiece match until it's a one set apiece match. Let's calm down. This match is definitely like a tiebreaker kind of match. I watched all Bellucci's qualifiers at Wimbledon. Didn't get to see his 5-set epic with Ben. Yeah, but his last match of qualifying was exciting as well. So that's so cool. Hey, how's it going, Maynor? How's it going? Medi losing with WTF. Yeah. Kind of crazy, but also it's not fully unexpected for me. I said that Medvedev in 3 before the match started would be the case. And Medvedev's not been at his best. And Mattia is a player that can really test out Medvedev because Mattia has craft. He's got solid shots. He can play aggressive. He's got a great two-hander, just like Medvedev does. He has a drop shot. He's a kind of fearless opponent that can take it to Medi. So it's an interesting one. Yeah, 100%. I'm on. All right, let me know where you guys are watching from. Name your city, name a time, and also name your favorite player. Do those 3 things, but mainly tell me where you're watching from right now. In the chat, tell me who you're where. Yeah, yes. tell me where you're watching from. I said that perfectly. No stutter. Tell me where you're watching from. From India. Oh, yeah. I was going Honeydew 1, Cincinnati, Ohio. Oh, shout out to Ohio. I want to visit. I'm going to try to go to Cincinnati this year. I've been there, I think, a long time ago, but not recently. Watched since 6 years old. Love it. Yeah, I've been watching professional tennis consistently since I was 7 years old because I watched Andy Murray come back against Richard Gasquet from 2 sets left down at Wimbledon in 2008 when right before Roger and Rafa played that all-timer. That's cool. Novak's great. London, Danilovic. Oh, love it. Danilovic is an interesting one. Frozen Canada. Love it, Dutchie. Reading Pennsylvania. Love it. Or Reading. Shang. Ooh. Yeah, Jerry's awesome. And Jerry is another one. Couldn't be a nicer guy. Just couldn't be a nicer guy. Got to interview him in Atlanta as well. Jerry's awesome. So fast. Shout out to the young guys. There's a lot of this next era is going to be good, guys. People are like, the big 3 is never going to last forever. What were people expecting? Like, they did their best. They literally played till they were all 50 years old. Like, this next era is going to be so good. Sinner and Alcaraz are just awesome. So different from each other, but also very aggressive, have all the shots. Their rivalry is incredible. And then you have like such fun players to watch that are so good. Like Draper, Menzik, Fonseca, Thies. Tennis is in good hands. Musetti, Runa. Tennis is in good hands. It's in good hands. Arnaldi. It's in good hands. There's a lot of young guys that are quite good. Felix. Forehand inside out. Hopefully Felix. Felix has been around forever, but he is a young player. 15-30 as Bellucci misses his first drop shot of the match. Alcaraz, yes. Alcaraz is awesome. I have a poster of Alcaraz in my room. When I do the New Tennis Era podcast, you can see it in the back. It's awesome. Silver metal plate. I got that Alcaraz plate even while Alcaraz was struggling. I got that like the same week that he retired against Montero last week in Buenos Aires when everybody was like, Alcaraz is washed. I was like, no. And then he won the Channel Slam. But yeah, I think Alcaraz is amazing. And I'm not convinced that Sinner is definitely going to be the best player from the young generation. I think Alcaraz and Fonseca both have a decent chance of at least have a chance of doing so. I don't think Fonseca is. I think Alcaraz definitely has a decent chance at it though. Fonseca has the potential to do so. I don't think he'll get there. Alcaraz has the potential to do so, and I think he might get there, but we'll see. Still my opinion. It seems to be an unpopular opinion at the moment. And that's from somebody who's, I like both. I like Alcaraz and Sinner. Ben, yep. Yeah, Shelton as well, exactly. Yeah, and then there are other guys who are like not, that young, but there's like Casper Ruud, Tommy Paul, Tsitsipas. Medvedev is still just 28 years old. And Djokovic won the Olympics when he was 37, so. Backhand, cross court goes to the forehand of Bellucci. Yeah, and Gael Monfils and Djokovic, part of the next gen as well. Forehand inside out goes to the forehand slice. Bellucci down the middle. Forehand of Medvedev. That's going to go out. We're going to get a tiebreaker, guys. Let me know. Who's win this tiebreaker? What's going to be the score? Whoever gets the closest, I'll shout you out in the chat. I'm going to say Medvedev 13-11. I'm going to say Medvedev 13-11. Let me know what you guys think. Bellucci 22-20. Jesus Christ. That's the freaking Rybakina score, right? Come on, Bellucci. Yeah, Runa. I mean, I had to mention him. It would have felt rude not to. Come on, Bellucci. 7-4. 7-4 for who? You can't just say a score. You got to say who wins. Other guy 12-10. Okay. You guys are like making really weird answers. Can we just like have the score and then the player? Thank you, Honeydew. 173 Med. Okay. All right, Bellucci up 1-0 with a mini break early. We'll see if he can pull the upset off in 2 sets. By the way, congrats to Iso for your 75 because you just got it now that it went to a tiebreaker. Serve goes to the forehand of Medvedev. That's going to go out. 2-0. Bellucci starting off strong. Is the other guy Medici? See, that's a good question. Bellucci wins with 7-4. Okay. What'd I say? Medvedev 13-11. I'll stick by it. I'll stick by it. It's just one mini breakdown. Mattia, though. Mattia Bellucci is... let's go, Mattia Bellucci. Looked for the biggest win of his career for sure. I feel like I interviewed him after the biggest win of his career so far. This would definitely surpass that against Adrian Manarino in Atlanta. That's going to be an unforced error from Bellucci, though. He wish that was a neutral ball that he missed. He wishes he got that one back. 2-1 now. Back on serve. That's what I'm saying. Just one mini break. Nope. Okay, so you're going Bellucci. Bellucci 12-10. All right. And I went Medvedev 13-11. I got it. Come on, 3-1. Let's see. Serve here from Medvedev. That's a double fault from Medi. That's poor. 3-1. 3-1 Bellucci. He might finish this out in the tiebreaker. By the way, guys, please don't forget to subscribe. Quality Shot Tennis. Anthony Hirsch here. You can check out the New Tennis Era podcast that comes out weekly on Tuesdays. There's going to be some good stuff coming, so check out more streams to come as well. Serve here, Medvedev. That's in the net. Second serve. Goes for a good serve out wide. Forehand Medvedev goes to the forehand of Bellucci. Big shot. Backhand. Medvedev 360. Forehand Bellucci. Cross court goes to the backhand of Medvedev. Slice Forehand Medvedev goes against the slice of Bellucci. Forehand Medvedev is a drop shot. That's in the net. It's 4-1 Bellucci on his serve. 5 match points if Bellucci puts both of these service points away. Hey, thank you for the gifted membership. There you go, Dutchy. Congrats for the membership. There you go, Dutchy. You say, I mean, come on. That's a deserved one. Dutchy, I mean, anything's deserved, but Dutchy, you're an honorary member always for the channel. All right, 4-1. Here we go. Don't forget, subscribe, Quality Shot Tennis, guys. For more streams like this one. This one's been a good one. It's 4-1 Bellucci here. Serve. Goes into the net and long. Second serve. Can Medvedev mount a comeback, or is this Bellucci's announcement to the tennis world? Forehand cross goes to the backhand. Oh, it's a poor backhand into the net. He'll want that one back. 4-2. It's a poor shot. But, I mean, he's been going for it the whole match, so I don't really blame him for going for it, but right into the middle of the net. It's a comeback. Maybe. Come on. I mean, listen, we can't just be doing this every time anything happens in the match. Tennis is like that. It's going to sway one way and then another way. You don't know if it's a comeback until Medvedev, wins the set. So I said 13-11. Medvedev now is only down just 1 mini break. If he's going to mount his comeback. 4-2. Serve for the Italian. Medvedev looking to play a second 3-setter in a row. Winner of this one takes on the winner of Tsitsipas and Greek Sport. I reckon that one could be an upset as well, if this one is. Or I mean, either way. That goes out off the forehand slice from Medvedev. 5-2. Medvedev, yep. Here we go. 5-2 for Matteo Bellucci, who's played a fantastic match. Medvedev not really looking for himself and been all over the place from the back of the court. And those drop shots, I don't know. Medvedev either needs to start anticipating them more, or, I mean, really, Bellucci's kind of played this match like a genius. He's gone for it. He's played with a smile on his face. He's played fearless. And he's played drop shots. He's played drop shot serves. He's done what he's needed to do. It's 5-2. And a very good backhand as well, two-hander to match Medi's very good two-handed backhand. Forehand, Medvedev drop shot. Bellucci runs. He can't get there. He's fast, but he's not that fast. Good play from Medvedev. 5-3. Serve from Medvedev. This is crazy that Matteo could win in straight sets. Probably a pretty rare occurrence to beat Medvedev in straights. Backhand down the middle, big point. Backhand slice, Bellucci, neutral rally. Backhand Bellucci, just kind of staying consistent with it. Still very loopy forehands from Medvedev, but he gets away with it as Bellucci hits an unforced error. The match is on his racket, though, 5-4. He's already wasted a couple of mini breaks that he's gone in this tiebreaker, one with a very poor backhand in the middle of the net. Let's see if he can play solid here, 5-4. We got 54 people watching. I appreciate you guys. See what happens. Could get a dramatic end to this match. 5-4. Bellucci to serve. Matteo Bellucci to serve. Serve to the back end of Medvedev. Forehand Bellucci. Oh, he misses it long. 5-5. 5-5. Medvedev staring down Bellucci, ready to return. Already on that deuce side. Matteo to serve. Looking for a match point to try to take out the Russian in straights. Here we go. Serve Bellucci. Down the tee. Very good serve. That's in the net. It is going to be a match point for Matteo Bellucci. Either it's going to be a Bellucci upset or Medvedev will come back with a match point save. One of those things will happen. It's Matteo who was 1 point away from the victory here. And what's been a very good match from his side. Very exciting match from his side. Looking for the biggest win of his career, the Italian. 6-5. I mean, a really bad toss on the first serve from Medvedev. Way out in front of him. He misses that first serve long. Second serve. Down the tee is a very good second serve. Backhand goes to the backhand of Medvedev. Forehand Bellucci. Goes to the backhand of Medvedev. Down the line. Backhand Bellucci. Gets it. Backhand cross court is very good. 6-all. Man, I don't know what's going to happen, but it's 6-6. 22-20 incoming. I said 13-11. I had the feeling it's been that kind of a set. And I did say 13-11. All right, let me know, guys, what's going to happen. 70-68. Who's winning 70-68? Is it going to be Bellucci or Medvedev? Let's try to break the record. 71-69, right? Craziest scoreline in the history of tennis. Appreciate you guys joining in. Amon, Joe, Dutchy. It's really been fun. Hope you guys join in for the next ones. Honeydew 1. And yeah, once again, guys, weekly Tuesday podcasts that I do on Quality Shot Tennis, New Tennis Era podcast. Check them out. There's going to be a lot of fun stuff coming. So this is where you want to be for some exciting, kind of fresh tennis content. New Tennis Era podcast. Forehand goes to the backhand of Medvedev. Backhand of Bellucci goes to the forehand of Medvedev. Forehand Bellucci drop shot. Medvedev runs down the line. Lob. Smash. Medvedev put away. Medvedev had his own set point at 7-6. Maddie takes this. I don't know what the longest tiebreaker is. Riley Opelka versus Isner 24-22 in Dallas. I think 3 years ago, I think. I'm pretty sure that's the longest. At ATP level, I think the longest period is in like futures, like 36-34. Either that or 34-32. But that's the longest official tiebreaker in any professional match. But the longest ATP tiebreaker is 24-22, which is beatable, to be honest. But it's difficult, especially for a 7-pointer, because that's so many set points saved. It almost has to be between two big servers. Backhand goes to the forehand. Bellucci, cross court, trying to save a set point here. He's got a rally against Medvedev. That's a great backhand from Bellucci. Forehand, attacks down the line, hits the net, goes in. Medvedev waits. Maybe he shouldn't have. Backhand goes wide, and Medvedev saves a match point to win the second set. We're going 3, baby. 3 sets for Medvedev versus Mattia Bellucci. What's going to happen next? It looked like Mattia was going for the upset in 2. And Medvedev wins it. What did I say? Anything can happen in tennis. Mattia was up 4-1 double mini break. And Medvedev fights his way back for 8-6. Oh my God, we're going 3, baby. Wow, McEnroe, Wimbledon. Can Bellucci win the third, guys? What's the prediction? Medvedev. It's got to be Medvedev. Bellucci can still win, but prediction's got to be Medvedev, 100%. 100%. McEnroe, Wimbledon. Oh, yeah, against Bjorn Borg. That was probably the longest tiebreaker in a Grand Slam final. I still think Bellucci has a chance to win this. I 100% agree with you. I definitely think he does as well. The stats are insane, by the way. Like, the stats are kind of crazy. Like, they just showed a stat that's crazy. Mattia Bellucci, 12 winners to 27 unforced errors in that 1 hour and 21 minute set. 14 winners to 25 unforced errors from Medvedev. So the numbers say it's very poor on both sides. 12 winners to 27 unforced errors is insane. I'm not confident that that's completely accurate, but who knows? Meanwhile, net points won pretty similar to the first set, 8-11 Bellucci. But this time Medvedev doing much better in the baseline points. I think that made the difference. That allowed Medvedev to have the chance to come back. Because, I think the baseline points was the biggest thing, right? And then also Medvedev was really struggling on first serve percentage in the first set. I wonder how that's looking in the second set. Let me check. Let me look at the stats real quick here. Yeah, I mean, it's still not good, 56%. It's about the same. So if Medvedev can get this number up, that'd be great. This is not good. 8 double faults. It's not good. It'd be crazy if I said it was good. That's good. 8 double faults. It's exactly how he wants it to be. It's all part of the master plan. 2 hours and 3 minutes. Long match. Just because that set went forever. Let me know your predictions. Who's winning this third set? What's going to be the score? I've never been a stats man. Stats can be deceiving. I've always liked stats, but teach their own. I always trust my eye. Fair enough. I kind of go the opposite way, but fair enough. 6-2 Medvedev, 6-4 Bellucci. I'm going with I'll say 7-5 Medvedev. I hate to say it because that would be a heartbreaker for Bellucci, but I'll say 7-5 Medvedev. All right, I'll be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. I got to get a bite to eat. I haven't eaten almost anything today. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. 4-6 Bellucci. Okay. Ghost Dino says Bellucci still got it. So we've had 2 Bellucci predictions, just 1 Medvedev. So I think you guys are still feeling like Medvedev's going to lose this one. So yeah, I'm still we're getting started up here. I still think that Medvedev's got this. I'll say 7-5 Medvedev. I think he can up his level. That's a great backhand to start off the match though from Bellucci, 15-love. So we had hell of an effort from Bellucci to still win this match after he had that match point. And it's not like he wasn't in a rally on match point either, so it's just kind of tough, but it's always going to be hard to deal with. But I mean, I won't be shocked if Bellucci wins this, let's say. I won't be shocked. But I'm definitely betting Medvedev at this point. Bellucci has played the better tennis in general in this match so far, though. Medvedev backhand down the line, goes to the backhand slice of Bellucci. That's going to go wide, 15-all. Yeah, I'm going 7-5 Medvedev. It could be like 6-2 as well, or Bellucci could win it. We'll see. It's been a great effort from Bellucci anyway. And tough lesson, but a good one anyway, and a necessary one, but it would be an even better win than a lesson. because the match is never over. You have to finish it off. 6-3 and 4-1 the tiebreaker with it on your serve. Just never know what can happen. Yeah, this might be quick. I hope it's not. 15-30 Medvedev. That shot on the net was the turning point, I think. I fully agree with you, Joe. Yeah, 4-1 and he was up and then he had that backhand into the net. I agree with you. And also 5-4 serving, and he missed that shot completely out long. But I agree with you. That shot in the net felt like the turning point because he hadn't really hit a shot like that throughout the match. Forehand, that's a great shot cross court. That was definitely a sign of nerves from Bellucci in the tiebreaker, no doubt. 30-all. Shot from Bellucci. Good one. See, serves now at 30-all. It's a big point early on in this third set, deciding set, to take on the winner of Tsitsipas and Griekspoor in the third round of this ATP 500 tournament in Rotterdam, the ABN AMRO tournament. Backhand, that's in the net. 30-40. It's a break point for Medvedev. Bellucci is going to look to replicate the very first game of this match where he was down 30-40 on his serve. That was a very important hold. This would also be a very important hold. But let's see if he can manage it. The Italian with the serve now. Wants a first serve. Doesn't get it. He asks, but he does not receive that first serve. Second serve. Kick serve deep in the box. It's in. Forehand inside out. Forehand to Medvedev. Loopy to the backhand of Bellucci. Forehand again to the backhand of Bellucci. Forehand again across the backhand of Bellucci. Attacking forehand. Medvedev goes out, and that's very strong from the Bellucci backhand. Deuce. It's kind of weird to me that Mattia Bellucci is the second Bellucci that we've had in professional men's tennis in the last 10 years. That's been quite good. And the other Bellucci was from Brazil. It's completely unrelated. Tomas Bellucci. He also has a brother, I think, as well. That Bellucci. So there are probably two Belluccis currently playing on tour from two different countries. Back forehand, Medvedev goes to the backhand of Bellucci, who misses it just long. Advantage to Medvedev. Speaking of Mattia Bellucci being a fun player to watch and playing a hell of a match here, who is your number one favorite player to watch outside of the top 50 in the world? This can be men's side or women's side, but preferably on the men's side. Who is your favorite player to watch outside the top 50 in the world on the ATP side? Let me know. Big serve from Bellucci with a big, long stare down to his box. He liked that one. He knows how important it was. Clutch serving. Can't ask for a better serve than that. Deuce. It's going to be a tough set no matter what. The name makes me think of Blues Brothers and K9. Okay. I don't know. I haven't listened to too much of Blues Brothers, to be honest. That's one genre of music I haven't listened to that much. That's a good drop shot from Bellucci and a double bounce from Medvedev. Advantage Bellucci. That drop shot play still playing. He's still got to go for his shots. Play aggressive, but also hit the drop shots. That dichotomy is what's gotten him to this point. And doing it with a good consistency and being locked in, strategically solid. And just strong off both wings. And Medvedev when he's been rallying forehand to the backhand of Bellucci's backhand has held up. That's been very important as well. Because that forehand to backhand dynamic doesn't always work on the cross courts for the lefty, but Bellucci has a really good backhand, in my opinion. Deuce. TN. Okay. I like that bad boy Gaiman. Nice. They're both films starring Bellucci. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay. I'll have to check him out. I haven't really heard of... I guess I've heard of Blues Brothers. I forgot that was a movie as well. I thought you were talking about the group. I haven't heard of K9. I know K9 from Doctor Who. That's about as much as I know with that. Serve here from Bellucci. Out wide, forehand squash shots. Miraculous return from Medvedev for it to be that good from where he was standing. Backhand, Medvedev, passing shot, backhand lob, Medvedev, smash Bellucci. I mean, Bellucci won that point, but I just hats off to Medvedev because he is the only guy, not just on earth, that can play the way he can, but he's the only guy on earth in history of earth that can play the way he can. It's ridiculous. Probably like not just the past, but also the future. We're never going to get another Daniil Medvedev. The point that he just played was unbelievable, the way he played it. Like the fact that he can play to the level that he can playing with his game style is insane. Forehand, back into Medvedev, up high, back in volley, Bellucci put away. That is, when somebody says important game, they're talking about that one. That was the definition of an important game. Bellucci will win this one easily. I don't know if easily, but maybe. We'll see. 1-0. That'd be crazy if it's like 6-1 or something. I'm going to look at something. I'm going to look at Medvedev's record in 3-set matches in the last 52 weeks. I feel like that's an important stat to look at, honestly. I am a stat guy, so I will continue to look at some stats that might catch my eye. Okay, all ATP or all time span last 52 weeks. Sets. 3 sets of 3. All right, so Medvedev has gone 8-5 in the last 52 weeks in 3 setters. But here's another big stat. Medvedev has lost 5 of his last 7. 5 of his last 7. And the 2 players that he was able to beat were Wawrinka and Matteo Arnaldi. He lost to Poprin, Shelton, Tiafoe, Fokina, and Zhang. He won the other 6, but he's lost 5 of his last 7. That's a big stat. There you go. K9 is American comedy with the German Shepherd from the 90s classic film like Beethoven and Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Okay. I'll check that out then. All right, 30 love here for Medvedev. I haven't heard of it for some reason, but now I feel like I should have. 30 love. I am a film major and very fascinated by films, to say the least. Backhand slice goes to the backhand of Medvedev, cross court, forehand of Bellucci. That goes out. Forehand, Medvedev, great shot, 1-1. All right, 1 game apiece here. I'm old, don't forget it. All right, 1-1. Interesting match, though, right, Joe? Hard to know what's going to happen. Backhand to the backhand. Medvedev nearly pulls off a good angle, but Bellucci at 15 love. Dare I say it feels like Medvedev has kind of picked up his level just a little bit. But Bellucci has already been at a high level, so we could get the highest level of the match from both. I will say it's been a fun match to watch, but it's not like it's been the highest level match I've ever seen in my life, particularly from the side of Medvedev. But it would be exciting if we could end it off with a high-level third set. It has been good. particularly because Bellucci has stepped up to, and Medvedev is Medvedev, so even if he's not at his best, he's playing pretty well. Forehand down the line. There's a lot of talent on the tennis court, let's just say that. Backhand slice goes to the forehand of Medvedev, cross court, backhand of Bellucci, goes to the forehand of Medvedev, backhand Bellucci cross, again to the forehand of Medvedev. Harder and harder down the line. That is why Bellucci's backhand is one of the best shots outside of the top 50 on the ATP Tour, no doubt. It is a great shot, and he is going to be in the top 50 soon. Good stuff, good stuff. Dirty love. Strong start from Bellucci after he could have just kind of had a poor start to the third after the disappointing way the second ended. But that has not been the case so far. Backhand just crossed the net from Bellucci. Forehand inside out to the forehand of Medvedev. Drop shot. Medvedev gets it to the backhand of Bellucci. Too much pace. 30-15. I was saying, who's your favorite player to watch outside the top 50 on the ATP Tour? For me, it's Alex Molchan, unequivocally. Well, actually, no, I forgot somebody. So, okay, I'll name two then. Well, I'll name three. Fabio Fognini, Alex Molchan, who's a very talented lefty, and then my number one, actually, because I forgot this guy, Yibing Wu. Yibing Wu is the most fun player to watch. He is just so fun to watch. That guy is so talented. Backhand goes to the forehand of Bellucci. That's in the net, 30-all. This game could get away from Bellucci. I hope I don't see that to be the case where Medvedev just runs away with a set. Medvedev, if I know him well, is going to put his all into this game right here because this would be a huge game now, 30-all. Medvedev trying to win his third consecutive point and try to get to a break point. Trying to get Bellucci off his serve rhythm. Find a way into this rally. That's a backhand to the net. It's falling apart from Bellucci, 30-40. A couple of times down the last two sets where whether it was in the tiebreaker or whether it was in one of Bellucci's service games, like that one where Bellucci was up 40-love and after Medvedev hit the worst shot ever with the drop shot into the ground or into the bottom of the net. And there's just been a few times in the last couple of sets where Bellucci's just taken his eye off the ball a couple of times when serving that might cost him. It has cost him already a little bit. 30-40, big point. Medvedev now in the lead. It's a break point. Good serve. Backhand down the line. Goes to the backhand of Bellucci. Big to the forehand of Medvedev. Backhand Bellucci. Cross court. Forehand of Medvedev for a pass. Bellucci's there. Oh, Medvedev goes right back to Bellucci. Who's there at the lob. Smash. What is Medvedev doing? Medvedev had the keys to Bellucci's jail cell. And he just lets Bellucci out. He could have locked the door. He just lets Bellucci out instead. That should have been 2-1 Medvedev. And just remember that point. That was a horrific decision for Medvedev to go down the line when he had the winner cross court. You know how fast and talented this guy is. Just go for the winner. He had it all day cross court. All day. That could be the most important point in the match. Drop shot. Medvedev's there across court. Backhand slice down the line. Oh, Bellucci falls over. Might have scraped his elbow. Hope not. I think he's okay, but I don't know exactly what happened. Or I don't know. Was it the other arm? Bellucci walking over to his bench. I need to see this again. Didn't appear to me like he would have hurt himself too badly with that fall, but all right, serving here at advantage. I don't think it was that bad of a fall. I don't even know if he's injured or anything. I don't think he is. All right, advantage to Medvedev. Remember that point at advantage if Medvedev doesn't find a way to break here. Break point number 2. Serve forehand Medvedev goes to the forehand back in Bellucci, back in Medvedev down the lines in the net. Good serving from Bellucci. Good serving from Bellucci. All right, let me know, guys. How do you think this set is going to play out? Let me know. Backhand lob. Bellucci runs and gets there. Forehand. Hell of a lob from Medvedev. Backhand Bellucci. Down the lines in the top of the net. Hell of a play from Medvedev. One of his best points of the match. No doubt. All right, so break point here for Medvedev. Back in Bellucci. Cross court goes to the forehand of Medvedev. Way up high. Forehand Bellucci for the winner. Deuce. Matai Bellucci murders the ball down the middle with a majestic swing, the racket from Mattia. Big, and Medvedev can't get there because he's so far behind the baseline. A lot of pace. Now he knows it's a winner right away. A lot of pace, but he hits it short, and Medvedev just nowhere to be found when the ball bounces twice. Smart shot. Mattia has played a genius match at times. Backhand cross court goes to the forehand of Medvedev. Backhand of Mattia. Again to the forehand of Medvedev. Backhand forehand cross court. Forehand Medvedev. Looks so weird the way he swings the racket, Medvedev. It goes out. Advantage to Bellucci. Have Medvedev's strokes only gotten weirder? Like, it feels like his shots have only gotten weirder. Maybe he's got to, like, just slightly make it less weird. Just a little bit to how it was maybe in 2021. Because I don't think it was quite this weird. But whatever works. It's not working at the moment, really. Forehand cross court back into Medvedev. Down the line. Medvedev's there with the lob. Okay, good play. Deuce. He is really playing on the brink here. I think if Med takes this, then it's going to snowball his way. I like that take, Jack. That's a good take, Jack. It's possible. It's very possible. I could definitely see that happening. I mean, it's pretty fair because it's one of those games that both players really want to win. So we'll see. Deuce. They're both fighting for it like hell. Forehand. It's like if you win the battle, you win the war kind of a thing. Backhand. Forehand. That goes out from Bellucci. You might be on the money. Advantage to Medvedev. Let's see. I reckon Bellucci is going to keep fighting, but Medvedev, it feels like maybe has slightly lifted his level. He should have already broken here, I think. That's why I'm not positive that it snowballs his way, because Bellucci will have felt like, I don't know, like Medvedev should have broken already, if you know what I mean. Oh, what a shot from Bellucci down the line. This is really turning into a marathon game. 2 hours and 31 minutes match already, and we're at 1-1 in the third. I mean, we could easily play for, if this goes as long as it possibly could, we could play for like another hour here. So this could be like 3.5 hours or 3 hours, 40 minutes. If this on an indoor hardcore underarm serve, drop shot serve, backhand Bellucci down the middle, goes to the forehand of Medvedev. It's a drop shot. Backhand slice Medvedev goes to the backhand. Lob of Bellucci. This guy is playing like Albert Einstein on a court because he is playing a smart match. Smart drop shot serving there with the underarm. That was a very good serve to catch Medvedev off guard. That's how you hit an underarm. Just a beautiful slice, drop shot, serve, and then a drop shot to pull Medvedev in. That's what you do when the guy stands so far back. Serve Bellucci. Big serve. Out wide. Forehand to Bellucci. Oh, he gets it just inside the baseline. Medvedev can't handle the pace. Mattia Bellucci with a big scream. Let's go, Mattia. Let's go, Mattia. Mattia 2-1 over Medvedev. How's it going, MJ? Playing for their lives out there. Exactly. The intensity is crazy. You love it. How's it going, MJ? How are you doing? The Rabakna match this morning felt like 6 hours of match play. We're going to get another 6-hour match then. How long was that one? I wasn't watching. I was probably like 6 in the morning here. I don't know. Yeah, against Katie Volynets, Abu Dhabi. But this has really been a long match. I wonder what's the longest match in indoor hardcourt history. Because indoor hardcourts are generally not as long, the matches. So I kind of wonder. I can't even think of... Oh, you know what it is? I think it's Raonic Murray ATP Finals 2016. I think it's that, if I'm not mistaken. So how long was that? That was a crazy match. Underrated. How long was that? I'm trying to find it. Three hours and 38 minutes. So I think that's the longest. So I think that's the longest indoor hardcourt match ever. 3 hours and 38 minutes. So we're a long ways away from that. But I mean, listen, it's not impossible. This goes for another hour and 5 minutes. But that's what it's going to have to be. But anyway. It's been long. I was anticipating that I was going to be done streaming like half an hour ago or more, even like 45 minutes. So we're not even close to done at this point. Backhand, which is really crazy. Backhand Bellucci goes out long, so 15 love. First live stream since Aussie Open. Yep. It's a good one. It's been really good so far. Rabakos is over 2.5 hours. That's crazy, really. 2.5 hours for 6-2, 6-4, 6-4. That's 8 games plus, that's what, 20 games? 28 games? 28 games by, what is it? Like, I'm doing math in my head. 180 hours? No. 150 hours? 100, I said hours. 150 hours. That would be insane. That's like 15 times as long as this from who? 150 minutes divided by 28, whatever that is, I think. That's how long like the average game would last in that match. Because that's pretty crazy. Forehand, that's going to go wide from Medvedev. Yeah, so average game in that match then lasted 5.5 minutes. A little bit over 5.5 minutes. That is pretty wild. It's frigid in New York City. I'm over this winter. Yeah, here in Atlanta, yeah, it is hot Atlanta. It's crazy. It's like 75 degrees and sunny the last match I played. Crazy. Tomorrow's wintry mix. I hope it gets warmer. I was out for a few, take the trash, and it froze. Jesus. Well, yeah, I mean, Canada, it's insane, right? Walked to the gym and I had to take 20 minutes to thaw out. That's wild, MJ. Yeah, I wish y'all were here in Hotlanta because it really is. Hotlanta is being Hotlanta is being Hotlanta. No doubt about it. Yeah, I was playing a match on Monday, a couple days ago, and it's like three set match singles, which I ended up winning 6-1 in the third, and it was like 75 degrees and sunny. I'm not gonna tell how the match went because I've already told that on the stream, but it was fun. Backhand Medvedev goes long, 40-30. Probably my favorite singles match I've ever played, though. My gym is 20 minutes away from home and I don't drive. In Texas, it had a snowstorm, 4 inches of winter. It's crazy how different parts of the world just have completely different weather. Backhand Bellucci goes to the backhand of Medvedev down the line. Backhand Bellucci. I think that goes just long. Yep, 2-2. All right, let me fix my lighting here. It's real dark all of a sudden. All right, I think that's better. Let there be some light. Nice. Snow, I mean. Yeah, yes. Well, snowstorm. Snowstorm would be kind of crazy. You might need a little bit more than 4 inches for a big old crazy, crazy snowstorm. But yeah, no, I got you. Backhand's going to go long. 15 love Bellucci. This has been a really unpredictable match. This one. Forehand slice. That's going to go wide. 30 love Bellucci. Next to Mexico, no. Yeah, yes. So, yeah. That's correct. That's where it kind of borders. Forehand. Backhand goes to the forehand of Medvedev. Backhand Bellucci. That's going to go out. Yeah, Texas has the longest stretch of has the longest part of the border with Mexico. Backhand goes to the backhand. Medvedev for a pass, his best shot of the match, or at least one of his best. 30 all. Medvedev looking for the break. This I feel like would really burst the match open. It would be very tough for Bellucci to recover, but Medvedev can get the break. That was a great slide too from Medvedev to that forehand. Kind of learning from Yannick. Sliding over to that forehand. Great athleticism. 30 all. Serve here from Bellucci. And what is a massive point. Looking for another big serve to hit a spot. He doesn't get it. Hits the net and goes long. Second serve. Medi needs to regain his tennis form. That's all I got to say about this match. Yeah, I think that's definitely fair. That's all you got to say about this match and also against Wawrinka, right? Forehand. It's in the net. 40-30 Bellucci. I totally agree with you, though. You're not wrong. His ground strokes have been all over the place. He had the worst drop shot of all time in the second set. He was match point to lose this in 2 sets. So I definitely think that's fair. It's valid. Serve out wide, back into Medvedev, goes to the forehand of Bellucci down the middle. Medvedev gets a racket on it, but it's too good. Smart play yet again from Bellucci. I will say, Bellucci has played very smart. That's what I would say above anything. Bellucci has played a smart match, not just because he's like trying a lot of shots. He's doing them in good moments. Like he's playing the right shots at the right time. It's 3-2. Pay for a rail pass, and it's expensive. Expensive. Don't drive either. Just walk. Nice, nice. Three, 2. This match has lasted an eternity, 2 hours and 39 minutes. We ain't done yet. Currently, like a physio out for Bellucci as well. All right, 3-2 here. Medvedev to serve. We're back with the play here. Mattia wins. We'll see. He's definitely playing much better tennis. The Quality Shot podcasters get long matches. It's just me, though. What do you mean good quality? Like, it's just me who's always playing like the most long, epic matches ever. But it's like, it's epic, but it's just like long. And this one hasn't been like epic, but it's definitely been long. Whenever I commentate any match, it always turns out to be like the craziest match. I'm not like totally complaining, but it's like, it's just wild. Alex gets long ones too. Fair enough. I guess that's fair. And then Faison, he gets the luck. He's lucky. He gets the good ones that are just like short and sweet, predictable. I have a bus pass that allows me for access. I think Medvedev, Faison gets fast ones. He does. Good for him. I think Medvedev will hold his own and then break Bellucci next serve, 6-4 third set. We'll see. I said 7-5. I'm sticking by it. That was his best service game in the match, though, for Medvedev, no doubt. His best service game in the match, 3-3. Yeah, Faison is always getting quick ones, and he's I don't know. He's been like half falling asleep doing half of the streams, but it's like the tennis gods are just like, all right, you can get some sleep, man. Let's just kidding around, but but he does get the quick ones. Backhand. I always got the craziest ones, no doubt, like the longest ones. Forehand and just the craziest. Oh, backhand just misses wide down the line. That backhand has just been like, I don't know. At times, both of his forehand and backhand have just been off kilter and all over the place. Initially, I was a great backhand, but that backhand down the line needs a lot of practice. Yeah, it's the right reaction to it too. His hand on his face palms. Good reaction. Serve from Mattia. Misses it. Long. Second serve. Yeah, this match, it feels like I've been commentating this match for like 7 hours. But it also just feels longer because Medvedev has not been himself. It just kind of makes it like partially a hard watch. But Mattia's played well. Forehand goes to forehand to Medvedev. I mean, yeah, put away from Bellucci because of course he can. Jumps up way up high, but Medvedev should have put away that forehand. I don't know what's up with him. Is Bellucci next gen? Oh yeah, 100%. He's 23. Yeah, MJ Bellucci is yeah, he's the next gen kid. He's gonna announce himself. I don't know if he's gonna be, you know, Alcaraz or Sinner or Fonseca or somebody, but he's definitely up there along with the other 25 Italians. Like Arnaldi is so good, and then Lucanardi's good, and then obviously Sinner, Berrettini's still in the mix, although he lost today, but Greek Sport is for whatever reason so good in Rotterdam. Playing it from the home crowd. Backhand cross court, good angle from Medi, and yep, Bellucci pulls the forehand wide. Medvedev did deserve that point, 30-15. But yeah, Bellucci is next gen. I don't even know if I like the term next gen though. It should be like like if a player thinks of themselves as next gen, that's not a good thing. Like Michael Chang won the French Open just after turning 17. Like he didn't win the French Open saying I'm next gen. He won the French Open saying I'm this gen. Like I am here right now, right here. Right here. I'm here right now to win the biggest tournaments. I'm not next, I'm already here. So I just wish that term was a little bit different. But maybe new gen would be a little bit better. But next is just inherently saying that you're not here yet. And I don't know if I like that. Because like even Alcaraz, right? Came world number 1 at 19. Great forehand swing. Gets to 4-3. Does Matteo Bellucci. Very solid. That first game was absolutely crucial. Absolutely crucial. I don't know if you guys have an opinion on that too. It's probably not the most important thing, just very semantic. But I kind of wish that the next gen finals was called like something else. It certainly shouldn't be the this gen finals, but it should be something. Forehand of Medvedev goes to the forehand of Bellucci. Forehand goes to backhand Bellucci. We're here at love 15, 3-4. Backhand Bellucci goes to the forehand of Medvedev. Cross court to the backhand of Bellucci down the line. Backhand of Medvedev. Again to the forehand of Bellucci. Forehand of Medvedev goes to the backhand slice. Drop shot Bellucci. Forehand slice. Bellucci's there with the lob. Smash Medvedev. Put away. Playing with fire, but that's a fireball. Huge through the court off that overhead. I was going to Alex. Thanks for streaming so I can listen to it while work. Hey, yeah, no problem. I'm glad that I can stream, and even if you can't watch, that's kind of my favorite thing. My favorite thing to hear is that people can't watch, but at least they get something from the match. So yeah, no problem. Because I mean, I guess it's good that I like genuinely care about the matches. It's like I want to watch them and care about the result. So yeah, no problem. Backhand goes to the forehand of Bellucci. Backhand down the line goes to the backhand slice of Bellucci. Forehand slice. That's in the net. 15-30. Is Matteo Bellucci's upset still in the cards? Let's see. 15-30. Serve goes to the backhand of Bellucci. That goes long. 30 all. Serve goes to the backhand of Bellucci. Forehand of Medvedev. It's going to go wide, long. So it is a break point for Matteo Bellucci. He's already had a match point. This is to serve for the match. That is something he has not done yet. Well, kind of. I guess he was in the tiebreaker up 5-4, but he hasn't had a service game for the match. It's a second serve to work with from Medi. Serve down the tee, back in Bellucci, goes to forehand. Medvedev, it goes long. It's 5-3. And out of nowhere, Bellucci is going to serve for the match to take out Daniil Medvedev in Rotterdam, who has not played the tournament that he needs to have played at all. Alex, yes, I listen to this in the background. I love it. While I work during the day. I love that. How you doing, Anthony? Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. I woke up today refreshed. I slept like so long because I've been busy. I'm in a good mood. I've, been doing well. I've been writing a film, which is exciting. And then also like hanging with friends, playing tennis. It's been good. Feeling pretty okay. Backhand goes to the forehand of Bellucci. Cross score back into Medvedev. That's in the net. 15 love. And this stream has been fun. Thanks for tuning in. A sports tennis film? No, or something else entirely. My biggest dream is films. I hope that you guys can tune into those as well because they're going to be good. But I mean, at first they might not be because I haven't made films in a while. But I'm going to start just making them. But I hope that you guys can tune in for those because it's something else entirely. Maybe I'll make a tennis film at some point, but just whatever my mind conceives of, they're going to be good. All right, 15 love here. Serve goes to the back end of Medvedev. Back end Bellucci goes to the forehand of Medvedev. Back end Bellucci goes to the forehand of Medvedev. That goes out. That forehand has been all over the place in this match. Medvedev tosses his racket way up high in the air. Once again, does not catch it. That is something that nice. You should move to New York City. They do lots of films in New York. Yeah, they do in Atlanta too. But it's funny you say that. MJ, when I visited New York in September, I've been saying to everybody, it's my favorite area I've ever visited in. It's my favorite area I've ever been to and visited. So I would love to go to New York and maybe make movies there or whatever. I remember after visiting New York, I was like, I could live here for a couple years at least. So, I mean, it would be awesome. Maybe I will. Backhand goes to the forehand. And we should definitely meet up and something if that happens because that'd be cool. Maybe jog together or something. Or go to the gym together. I'm going to the gym after this, so which I haven't done enough. That's a forehand into the net. 40 love. Medvedev furious. Let's go. My guy, Bellucci, looking for the biggest win of his career. Lost. He was match point down in the second set. Just like I said, I had a feeling even if he needs 3 sets, it is still possible for Bellucci to get this done. At this point, it looks like the upset is in the cards. 3 match points for Bellucci. Forehand goes to the forehand of Bellucci down the line. Forehand squash shot. Medvedev goes to the forehand of Bellucci. Inside out. Medvedev's there at the squash shot, still fighting. Backhand down the line for a pass. Bellucci's there. What a shot. Bellucci falls on the ground. Let's go. Bellucci's in tears. What a match. That might be the best match he's ever played. Medvedev way off his regular level, but you got to give props to Bellucci because he played a smart match. He played a good one too. Medvedev very nice with the handshake. Can't happen to a nicer dude. I interviewed that man. Let's go. You love the passion too. He's a passionate dude. Hell yeah, emotional dude, but you love it. Let's go, Mattia. Hell yeah. Let's go. Finish. There you go. You should hire Alex. He's an actor. I mean, maybe. I also like acting, so I'm going to be acting in some of those films. Yeah, thank you, Dutchy. Thanks, Joe. Yeah, when I make films, I'll definitely link you guys because I would love if you guys would check them out whenever they come. The first ones will probably not be as good as I want them to be because I'm new to it, but eventually they'll be good. And hopefully the first ones will be good too, but we'll see. I'll try my best. Amon told you Bellucci wins. You're right, Amon. You got it. I said Medvedev in 3, but yeah, I mean, I guess I need to pay. I don't pay enough attention to like form and level. I mostly go by like Medvedev is Medvedev, but I should be more. I don't know. I should pay more attention to how well players are actually playing. That's like just for me. I'm like, I don't know, because I've seen Medvedev come back so many times. I always reckon, okay, well, he can up his level, but I need to go by form, I guess, a little bit more than I do. That's all good. It was a good game. Great match. Very fun. All right. I appreciate you guys watching. Let's go. Bellucci getting a win over Daniil Medvedev. Thank you guys for checking it out. I got to go. This was fun. Deja vu, Tien all over again. Exactly. Because he pulled it to the third and then he still got it. Dutchy got the gifts. Yeah. I said it earlier. But yeah, awesome. Congrats, Dutchy, for the membership. It's got the magic touch. Medvedev needs to find his form. Biggest win of Matai Bellucci's career. Congrats to him. Such a nice guy. Like I said before, I've interviewed him in Atlanta, and I'm so glad to see his success. Breaking into the top 80 in the world for sure after this week now. Gets a big win over the former world number one. Let's go, Mattia. Such an entertaining player. Shout out to him. Check out more streams. Check out the new Tennis Era podcast that I just dropped, where I covered the Montpellier final. Even if you aren't that interested, keep the podcast on your radars and stuff and keep supporting. That would mean a lot to me. It's Anthony Hersher commentating. See you guys for the next live stream.